VRware. Our passion is for the future.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. Look at him. One more to go.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to VRML, VR Master League on Twitch. We're in Horizon Worlds venues. I'm Matsud, and we joined by Offbeat, joined by Blank, and Newton Dash on the cameras. Well, what's going on, everybody? Offbeat, this is quite a matchup we have in store for us this evening. Anomaly versus Instinct to kick us off on this venues broadcast.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a lot of fun, right? We got Anomaly, who's kind of sitting in that number 2 spot, but not definitively in that number 2 spot, right? We've seen over the last couple of years, we've kind of grown to expect there's like a definitive 1 and 2. You got one team that's undefeated and one team that's lost to the undefeated team. But that's not the case here, right? Anomaly's holding down that number 2 spot with a 5-3 record. Instinct sitting at 3-3, even though they're in 6th place. There's not a huge gap there. There's a lot of teams all kind of vying for that number 2 position, and this game is one of those big ones to kind of see, will Instinct climb back into that race, or will Anomaly drop and give someone else a chance at seizing that top spot?
And Blank will be our analyst in this one. Blank, anything you might be anticipating witnessing here?
Well, I guess, honestly, I'm not seeing too much, but I can't say too much because the game is about to begin.
So we indeed are about to begin. You do have Anomaly on the left in orange there. Acorn, Andy W. Captain Will KFC on the right in blue is Instinct, Oculizer, Cruz, and Meatballer, and XA in for out here as it will be KFC with the first possession for Anomaly, sending it in, but XA, oh no, gets stunned out. Acorn with it as Anomaly will set up for this first offensive attack here offbeat.
Yeah, they will. Captain Will with the disc. They're moving in quick. They're trying to get this in before the defense can get too set up. They're doing a good job of moving that disc, keeping it away from the defenders. Always one step ahead, and there's nobody behind the goal. And there it is. It's going to be Andy W with the first points of the game, putting Anomaly up 2.
So there you go. Quick goal there. 23 seconds in. Andy W assisted by Acorn. Acorn, of course, long time captain of Anomaly. Also got to meet him just the other week here in Pittsburgh, and it was incredibly friendly in person. As set up across there, Oculizer, there's a stun out. Disc is loose. Will be a stack for it. Captain Will. Open goal. Oh, off the post.
Oh.
Was looking for that 3, but does not connect on it as that one makes its way to mid.
Oh, that one hurts. You had all 4 players in and past the defense there, and they weren't able to capitalize it, turning it into anything. We're fortunate to avoid a quick counterattack here, get a good bounce off the shield, and KFC now is going to move this one back in for Anomaly, gets it down underneath the goal, a good little slap across to get rid of it before the defenders came in, but it wasn't enough, goes right into the hands of Instinct, and they're going to try pulling a counterattack here. They're going to be first to the disc here as they set up their offense now for the first time.
There's Meatballer on the far side, sending us one in here. Oculizer looking for the first goal here for Instinct. We still only have 1 goal in the game, and KFC shutting down Oculizer at the edge of the bubble and get someone cleared out. Will be a stack race where the stacks are in, but it will be XA and wisely getting that one sent away very, very quickly. Although it will be KFC here on the shallow back line. KFC sending this one in, hits Andy W. Does not have much of a cross pass option, so takes an ambitious shot there on Cruisin of all goalies. And Cruisin makes a good stop there, sends it out. Oculizer now with it.
Yeah, Alcazar with it, and they've got it down here before the goalies are back, but no, there comes the defense, the entirety of Anomaly back, but it doesn't matter. You wait for the goalies to get back just so you can flex on them and put in the long 2. That's going to be Meatballer putting it in, and just over 2 minutes in here now, we are tied up at 2.
Love to see a tie game, no matter when in the course of that game. Whether it's at the beginning or the end, or in the middle. Of course, we're at the beginning right now. Acorn, although nobody pressure to our Oculizer ultimately making his way over there. But it will turn over, cruising at mid. What an interesting defensive rollout there from Instinct. And wow, does that work out? Oculizer gets it in for a 3, and they have a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, Instinct was all set up there for a counterattack, just waiting for a mistake, because as soon as that mistake did happen, we saw the errant pass, Instinct was ready to counterattack. A couple of quick passes, an open 3, and you know they're not going to miss those at this level, and just like that, they've got themselves a 5-2 lead now, does Instinct. But hey, back the other way, Anomaly with a couple good passes to get themselves set up in the offensive zone. It looks like it's going to be a 2-on-2, and taking the shot is going to be Captain Will, and Captain Will put that one in, bringing this to a 1-point game.
So that 3 there from Oculizer are going to do some heavy lifting early on here. Gives Instinct a hold on that lead after Will scores Anomaly's second goal. After 2 goals from Instinct, those 3s are really important. As Cruisin says that one there, far side. Oculizer back to the near side into the hands of Meatballer. They have 1 in deep there. That's XA playing a very aggressive kind of a relay position, although it wasn't much of a relay of a play. The Meatballer move it in. Oh, somehow they work out a 1v1, and that gives them back the 3-point lead here.
Yeah, Meatballer with all the time in the world. They're making a good cut. No one on defense really finding him and falling back to pick up that option. And Meatballer will absolutely take that any day of the week. And you're going to be hard-pressed if you're any goalie to stop Oculizer coming in on a one-on-one like that. And yeah, like you said, that lead now extended here, as Anomaly is going to try and slow this one down, but they're not able to connect on that pass across the middle again. And Instinct with a couple interceptions here, going to see if they can make them pay for this one again. The goalie is stunned, or at least kept busy, and Oculizer again, another 3 points on the board, as Instinct is opening this one up here.
Yeah, 6-point lead here, approaching the halfway point of this first round. And Instinct making a point against Anomaly right now. Anomaly need to, not do that. The Captain Will barely gets that one away, but it doesn't look like that was the intended send away. Although nice read there. Captain Will gets this one back. We'll send it in. They have a stack together. Their stack is behind the blue stack. Up to the ceiling. They get their good shield, but Acorn takes advantage of the situation. And halfway through this first round, they're back within 4.
Yeah, you can try to throw up a shield, but that'll only work for so long if you've got 3 opponents rushing in on you. And it was going to be Acorn coming away with that at the end of it all, and putting that one into the goal before the goalie didn't think that didn't think anything would be coming in there imminently. But just like that, Acorn comes away with it and gets the points off the turnover. It's going to be Oculusator holding the disc now. Send it up to Meatballer. They're going to move it up the tunnel here. Is Instinct. Oh, but an wayward pass could have been costly, but a good bounce will end up back in the hands of Oculusator. And they'll slow it up now, cruising on the back line.
Almost comical at the start of this play. At the beginning of this rollout, the Anomaly stack headbutt the disc back into the hands of the goalie. The quarterback is Oculusator. Gets his 3rd of the game, putting his team back up by 6.
Yeah, Oculusator really leading the way here. That's 8 points from Oculusator already. 2 threes and a 2. Really doing a big job of kind of, doing a good job of carrying the scoring for Instinct. And I mean, how can you blame him? Oculusator has had the shots. The team's been feeding him well, and they've been getting chances from Anomaly. And Anomaly is going to mess up that cross pass here. It's going to be followed into the corner. That's Andy W. Not under a ton of pressure, is able to recover, and they're coming in here looking for the cut pass, and that cut pass will land. Acorn finding Captain Will, and keeping this close enough, dropping that lead to 4 points now with a 12-8 Instinct lead.
Basically a 101 on attacking the bubble in a 2v2 situation. Just thread that in, get that shot off as you come in. That cross pass is always going to be better than a heads up straight on shot at a goalie. Is Meatballer now handling this one for Instinct at mid. Gets it through, but they're not really committed in yet. They're starting to move in now, cruising also with Meatballer on the back line, but it works out. Oculusator still gets up there. They only need 2. That's 2 players with a 6-point lead once again.
Yeah, blistering shot coming out there, 17.38 meters per second, and from that range, you got to have a pretty good reaction time as a goalie, and it just wasn't there in time on that one. We've seen this 6-point lead kind of go back and forth, 6 points to 4 points to 6 points, and Anomaly is really going to need to start chaining some together. They've been getting points, but they haven't been getting them back-to-back, which is really starting to cost them here, because they haven't been able to close that gap. Captain Will's going to throw this in, hope for a stack to come, and nearly gets the bounce off the boot. But hey, there comes the stack, and there's KFC with 2 points. Now it's the critical question. Can they get 2 more of their own, or is Instinct just going to answer right back with some points of their own?
Yeah, we've been exchanging goals so far in this game. What's really interesting is, we are literally exchanging 2s, a 2 for a 2, a 2 for a 2, but of those exchanges, twice it went Andy W and then Meatballer with a 2, Oculusator with a 3. And then it was Captain Will and then Meatballer with a 2 and Oculusator with a 3. And those 2 threes from Oculusator are the big difference here. And why Anomaly is having trouble coming back right now. Although an opportunity there, KFC not able to get the grab on that one. This is down to the floor, gets it collected. Here on the other side, defense though has returned. KFC now has 1 across, 1 behind. Will go behold. Ambitious shot. Actually, a pass off the backboard. Captain Will puts it in, and they're back within 2 in the final minute and a half.
Dang, that was, I feel like that was intentional, because the way that came off there, that was almost certainly intentionally off the back there. A great look, and just like that, Anomaly finds themselves able to string together a couple of scores and have got this back to a 1-score game, which we haven't seen for a while here. A couple of sloppy turnovers on the side of Instinct, uncharacteristic, right? They've been playing a very, very clean game so far, but they did have a couple missed passes, and Anomaly was fully ready to take advantage of them right here. But back the other way is coming Instinct, and there is no mistake there. Meatballer is going to put that one in for 2, and just a minute left on the clock. Your time is running out for Anomaly.
Yeah, check out the time, actually. They're going to have 40 seconds. They need 2 goals. So they have basically 10 seconds a goal. They have to score 2 goals in 20 seconds. That's going to be a tall order against this Instinct team. They can be 2s, though. This KFC sends us from through. We'll be read there, though, by Meatballer. They saw the relay coming. They clogged those lanes. So there's a turnover. With 30 seconds left, they have to score literally right now, and then they have to score immediately off the next joust. So Acorn bringing it in. Off the post, and there it goes. that there iced the game in favor of Instinct. They will get the victory here, as we only have time for one more goal. Captain Will scooping that one to the far side. Andy W with the send up here in the hands of Acorn, who will get the final goal of the round. But too little, too late. 16-14 in favor of Instinct in round 1.
Yeah, absolutely. That was quite a close round. We'll send it over to Blank. Blank, what were you seeing out there in this first round?
Well, it started almost the way it ended. It was just a really close in the end and in the beginning, but in the middle, we definitely saw Instinct pull away quite a bit there. You saw Anomaly have really nice game sense, knowing when to hold versus when to pass. You saw that by, I believe it was Andy, who was coming through with one of the plays, holding it there, waiting to draw the defense out. Another amazing play I saw from Anomaly over there was the initial stack. It was on their side, and the initial Instinct stacked, coming to chase them down. They were able to separate the stack and focus the stack on 3 players, while they had just a 4th to take it down, and they risked the 1-on-2 there, and they were just hoping that stack got back to be able to get it in. That was it was a bit of a risky play, but it ultimately worked for them. And you know, Instinct, I believe they finished 2nd last season, so this is certainly some play you expect to see from this team. But something else I did notice is, if you do look at just stats alone, you do see Anomaly is the more well-rounded team in terms of points, and Instinct tend to has Oculus and Meatball, who they tend to pass to a lot more to score.
So, sorry. We'll see how that works out here offbeat as we get started in this second round. Thank you, Blank. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. A headbutt there from Instinct to kick us off, and we'll be in the hands of Andy W. Turning right back around. They have a stack after it. And looking to attack the bubble, though the defense returning, they will probably opt for that reset. There it is, offbeat.
Yeah, absolutely. Acorn with that disc off the reset doesn't find the initial pass. They're looking for the teammate. Oh, and the reset is read very well by Oculusator, bouncing right in front to get that one. And here they come on that counterattack. They're not getting the full clear they wanted, but still in the hands of XA. XA throwing that on goal, and they've got a stack coming in the stack race. It is first to it is Instinct, but they're not able to collect the disc. Oh! Goalie's not able to recover it there. Another attempt. XA is going to take this one, fall back, and probably going to look to slow this one up as Instinct is going to try and set up an attack. Gets a good stun on KFC to buy some time, finds an open target under the goal. That's Oculusator. Oculusator not going to put it on the first try, but following it up to put it in for 2. Instinct is going to be first on the board here, opening up that lead again. 2-0 now.
Yeah, it took almost a minute. I believe the first round took only about, I think it was under 20 seconds. Andy W got that first goal. Oculusator getting the first goal in the second round. So it was Anomaly with the first goal in the first. Instinct with the first goal in the second. So Instinct continuing their momentum. As Acorn sending it through, will be intercepted though by XA. So Instinct back in possession. XA sending it up. Oculusator lock shot. Captain Will gets into that lane. He's able to clear this one out. Actually, a pass to that stack there here on the near side. Then Cruisin. So I believe it was Cruisin. No, excuse me. Oculusator got the scoop on it. That's Meatball there at mid, turning it right back around. Will be in the hands of XA. Does not have a lane. Has 3 defenders in front. So off of that reset there again to that back line.
Yeah, Cruisin with some time on the back line. Gets rid of it just as pressure starts to come in. And now they've got a 3-on-3 in the bubble. And Oculusator is just on target with those shots today, incredibly consistently leading the round in scoring now. I believe that is a total of 15 points for Oculusator, who it's been so much of Instinct scoring, and it's just because those shots have been so consistently going in. It's been a really incredible display of offensive ability so far here today from Oculusator.
Yeah, it's certainly a particularly talented player. This one's in another turnover there. Cruisin here on the back line. You got to watch out for that. Cruisin, he plays back line more competently than all players in the game. I'll say it. Yeah. You know, I'm one for hot takes. I think I've earned that reputation. KFC across the Acorn, but he is, I forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot what I was saying. Andy W, stop. Meatballer with the big grab. We'll turn that one around. Can he get it out? No. Look at that. Backline play there from Acorn. Keeps that one alive, though Anomaly not pressing too hard here. Look at that interception. Meatballer gets another one. Clears it all the way out. They're going to have a race for it here. will be, XA, long shot! Just wide.
Just wide, but is going to pick that one up. Does a good job of reading the bounce, but nah, it doesn't matter because Captain Will's coming in with the stun there. Not able to get the clear through, though, and that could be costly as Oculusator gets a slap off just before the defense comes running in. Cruisin' with it, uncharacteristically far up for Cruisin', but does get it back to XA. XA looking for Oculusator on the nest. It's not going to fall. It's a scramble underneath. The clear isn't going to fall, and that stack will be back as Oculusator scooping up the disc. Now, Instinct still with that 5-0 lead. We're about 3.5 minutes in. Anomaly yet to find the board. So cruising back there as they do look to slow it up here, which makes sense. They're working with the clock here, and they've got that 2-score lead, which we saw in that first round. Anomaly just not able to close. And if they can extend that to a 3 here, Meatballer will. Meatballer is going to put that in for a 2 from a tough angle above, getting past the goalie. And that is a 7-0 lead as Instinct is really finding their form here.
Yeah, this is a very different looking second round here. In the first, we did have, the exchange occurring between the two teams where both were scoring. You know, they were just going back and forth with the twos there. But in this second round, we're almost halfway through, and Anomaly is yet to find one into the back of the net. As Captain Will, or into the net rather. Because we have we have a goal plane, not like a concave. Anyways, far side there. We'll be collecting a KFC. You know, sometimes it's just too easy. Andy W, get yourself derailed off the cone, and then off of the head. That was a headbutt save. Did you catch that?
I did. Wow. Always love a good headbutt save, and keeping that shutout alive. Like, we're almost halfway through the round here, and Instinct is still holding that goose egg on the Anomaly side of the scoreboard, which is really remarkable here. Looking to dribble across, see if they can find some opening as Andy's stack. They will get this one up. A good little move there by Acorn to hold on to the disc. Is going to send that over to KFC. And they're slowing this one up, but they still have yet to find something in, and that's because Meatballer just keeps getting the reads here on defense. That's a number of them we've seen so far this round. So many interceptions being turned over. Anomaly just can't get the shots off right now because they keep getting red.
Yeah, that can really be effective, as we're seeing here. As Oculusator loses a hand on that one, and ultimately Acorn gets that recovered, sends it out to the far side. Oh, excuse me, tries to send it out to the far. What a stack there to get that recovered. Andy W sends it out. They're gonna. Andy W gets a boost in. Off the backboard, hits it. Wide shot. They finally find those points on the board. Andy W gets the first goal here for Anomaly in this round, as we're just about to hit the 6-minute mark.
Yeah, finally getting on the scoreboard. It took a while, but hey, you take what you can get, right? And they've been doing a well enough job on defense that for the last couple of minutes that lead hasn't been extending too much, but they're gonna have to keep that up here, right? They can't afford too many more counterattack goals here, and they really need to start pushing some pressure. As here comes that backstack finally, a little too late though. XA has all the time in the world to find Oculusator. Oculusator with the elaborate self pass off in the nest, still following that one up, but Captain Will is gonna make a good move. Not enough to get out though, as XA is coming in. The goalie is out, but it doesn't matter because Captain Will with a huge, potentially game-saving save there.
Wow.
But it's not enough. Meatballer is going to put that one in 4-3, extending that lead now to 10-2.
Not actually. No. Oculusator took the shot. Meatballer was at the goal and Chicago'd it on his own teammate to get credit for the goal. So Meatballer gets credit for that 3. So basically, Meatballer acted as the goalie, getting Chicago'd. And in turn gets the credit on his side. So usually the goalie wouldn't get the actual points on the board. Meatballer will, and also steals the credit from his teammate. So that's some fun. 8-point lead to Instinct, and I've seen Joker do that to each other before. Although usually when I saw Joker do it, every once in a while they would accidentally turn their 3s into 2s. Meatballer was able to keep that one a 3, so hats off to him. Being able to pull off the slam dunk 3 as a shot there from Acorn goes wide. 2.5 minutes to go here in the second. Oculusator turning it around to XA. XA still gets that clear. They're going to proper race here for it. Offie.
Yeah, coming back in, coming in second place, honestly, and Echo is not the end of the world in these stack races. Meatballer's going to put that in for 2 as they came in hard and ferocious there, fists flying for those stuns. And hey, it worked, and they've extended this lead out to about 10 points now. And for those of you watching and learning, taking notes at home. Remember that is the mark of a great master player, is the ability to steal a teammate's 3 without turning it into a 2-pointer. So obviously something very, very important to be practicing in pubs and in privates with your teammates.
Careful what you say about practicing in pubs. Tends to upset some people. Meatballer, look at it. Oh, took the shot. Ambitious, but XA takes out the trash. 12-point lead with less than a minute and a half to go here. Instinct probably okay right now. Probably okay.
They're probably all right. And like with this game, they are going to move up to within a single game of Anomaly will extend their record to 4-3, catching up to Anomaly, who's going to drop to 5-4 with this one. So hey, very close percentage there. And oh my goodness, Oculusator with the icing on the cake, the nail in the coffin. Nasty 3 from long range.
Yeah, you got chat going with that. Oh yeah, you got chat going. Next we'll talk about regulating headsets in leagues. Acorn setting this one up, taking a bounce there. I mean, not that many people play on the CB1, right? Andy W on the farts off the head of cruising, gets it in for the 2. I think they wouldn't be that upset, right? So 17-4 as we look to close this one out. 11 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I'm always here doing my very best to create drama and to rock the boat and get as many people mad as possible. 10 seconds left on the clock. Instinct is gonna do a couple jukes, get this one in. Why not? Why not put in 2 more? Meatballer is gonna put the final cap on this one with Meatballer's 15th point of the round, nearly catching Oculusator with a pretty impressive heck of a second round. But that one's gonna be a bit more definitive than our first. 19-4. Instinct's gonna take it.
So we do have a few minutes here. There's a link in live, so we can transition while we're talking. Blank. Final word on this one before we take a quick intermission.
I honestly, with round 2, I did see a lot of things going a lot better for Instinct. However, Anomaly definitely slowed down with their defense. At first, it was looking good for them. They took over a minute. Their defense was doing fine. Then they started, getting a little more loose with it, and Instinct just cut right through them. And after it takes you 6 minutes to score a 2-pointer, and that's one of your only points, you get 4 points in one round. You get that first 2-pointer is 6 minutes in. Your mental's already basically destroyed. So, yeah, there was a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? Bit of a mental issue going on through Anomaly's head, if I had to guess.
That's right. Thank you, Blank. We will go to a quick intermission, and when we get back, we are going to bring you Enigma versus Sane Wolves. So don't go anywhere. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Here's how to get the Spark Mini Companion app for your Quest headset. First, go into your Echo Arena settings and turn API access on, then restart Echo Arena. Also, your phone and Quest do need to be on the same internet connection. For Android, go to the Play Store, search Spark Mini. For iOS, click the first link in the description, click View in App Store, and download Test Flight. Now go back to the page and click Start Testing. It's going to open in Test Flight. Install Spark Mini and open it. OK, next, start testing. Now you want to click this Find Quest IP button, but if it doesn't work, it's not a problem. We just have to manually find the Quest IP. Go into your Quest settings, then Wi-Fi settings, click on the Wi-Fi network you're currently connected to, scroll down, you'll see Advanced Settings, open that up. Scroll down more and you will see IP address. It should start with 192.168. Note this IP, go back into Spark Mini, click Settings in the bottom right, and input the IP address from your quest. So I'm currently in a private arena in Echo. If you don't see anything here, you need to join a lobby or match. To join Spark Links, go into the Share Match tab, paste your Spark Link, and click Join. Once again, you do need to be in a lobby or match to do this.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Offbeat here. You know our crew. We've got Sir Dimwee beside me. We got Blank on the other side of me. We are here. We got our second game here on venues. We got Enigma versus Sane Wolves. I'll be taking the lead here. We got Blank picking up the casting side, and Sir Dimwee very honorably putting aside his seniority to do the ever important analyst spot for us. I'd pass it over to other people to talk, but they've readied up. We're ready to go. Blank, why don't you take us away here?
Gladly here, as it is counting down. These two teams are going to be launching out, and they will go ahead, and it will be Sane Wolves picking it up first, getting it on over to Jax. Jax gonna have the disc, taking it through, not gonna quite get it in. It is gonna bounce far back into the hands of Narwhal though, who's gonna pass it to Mr. Bacon. Bacon getting it to Jackson. Jack's not gonna find that shot, and that one's not going to go through either. It's going all the way down to Narwhal. Narwhal sending on up to Mr. Bacon. Bacon not going to get that one. It's just shot after shot. And finally, Jax finding a 2-pointer right there.
Yeah, Sane Wolves. So many chances, but hey, good on them. They kept it up. They were persistent. They followed those rebounds. They spread out, so they always had someone in the vicinity of the disc, no matter where it went. And they're rewarded for that. 2 points on the board for them. Enigma struggling to kind of pick up those rebounds and get much set up on the defensive side. They weren't applying a ton of pressure here, and they are going to miss that rollout, and that's going to be costly. Comrade Mr. Bacon with the disc now is going to slow it up until realizing, hey, no one's pressuring me. Comrade Mr. Bacon making a good move, taking that shot, but that one is not going to fall, and the stack coming in after is going to miss it, so that is going to float high up in the sky trench, where it will be picked up by Enigma.
Enigma racing down towards it. It's going to be Noah right here. Noah Dream going to be losing it right here to Squirt and Narwhal, who's going to try to get it through. It's going to take a bounce into the midfield. Re-picked up by Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian just handing over Noah. Noah sending it down. Not going to bounce in. Instead it bounces low into the hands of Jax. Jax has the disc, is looking maybe for a clear. That clear isn't going to go too far, but it does get to the hands of Squirt, who's going to make it go far. It's going to hit the ground here, looking to be picked up by Jax. Jax is going to get stunned out, and it's back to the hand of Noah Dream.
Yeah, Noah Dream, though, taking a little too long to find a teammate downfield, and there comes that stack from behind to get the stun. Comrade Mr. Bacon, one-on-one with the goal. He makes the move and tucks that one in with the backhand. Comrade Mr. Bacon extending that lead now to 4-0. Some quick context, since we couldn't give it before this game. So, these are two Diamond teams, a little lower on the Diamond side. Diamond 1 and Diamond 2, ranked number 47 and 41, respectively. So, still, very close games. A couple of teams that are kind of pushing their way, trying to get themselves into contention for that Challenger Cup right now. So, just so you all know where we are. It is going to be Holy Warrior moving up with a lot of space down that left tunnel, and continuing to have a lot of space, not a lot of fight there. Finally coming in, there it is gonna be second shot, third try. Noah Dream finally gonna put that one in, and getting Enigma on the board, finally here, cutting that lead to 2.
That was a beautiful fadeaway shot right there by Noah. That was, I mean, I think there was a goalie like right next to it too, and he just took a fadeaway and it worked out. So nice to them. Now we are gonna have the joust advantage right here with the Sane Wolves. Moving on out, it's gonna be picked up here and instantly sent towards the left. It's gonna be picked up by Narwhal. Narwhal sending it over to Comrade Mr. Bacon and Jax, who stack together, do a little dribble here, and are gonna try sending in the 3, but it is saved here by Mr. Christian. Christian bouncing it off the ceiling. It's gonna head up to the top of the trap. Narwhal right there, ready to recover it. Looking for a pass over to their left into the hands of Comrade Mr. Bacon. Bacon looking to get the pass over to Jax. Jax going under to the shoulders, passing it to Narwhal for a beautiful cut-in and 2 more points.
Yeah, Sane Wolves with some quality passing here in the bubble. They've all had chances where they could have taken in and tried for, you know, a kind of a lower percentage shot. But instead, they are able to move. They wait. They have the patience. They find the teammate cutting through the bubble, and they were able to capitalize that into points. Lowell's asking who's on cams for this. Yes, it is Newton on cams. You may, of course, recognize the stellar cams ability of Newton, who is running everything behind the scenes here for us. But back in the game, another turnover here is going to give an opportunity for the Wolves. Sane Wolves moving in lots of time behind the goal, going to juke around before finally tucking that one in. That's Comrade Mr. Bacon again. We've been saying that name a lot today, haven't we? With a game leading 4 points now, extending that lead to 8-2.
It's a beautiful name, honestly. Comrade Mr. Bacon. I could say that all day, and it makes me giggle a little bit whenever I say it. I love the name. It's
yeah, absolutely.
But by Mr. Christian, sending it on down. It's gonna hit the bottom of the trap and be picked up right here by Jax. Jax looking to get the reset pass over to the stack. Not gonna quite find it, but maybe Narwhal can get to it first before Enigma, and they do. It's sent over to Jax once again. Sent high to Comrade Mr. Bacon. Woo! Whoa! A break check, and then it's sent it right into goal.
Breaking those ankles in 0 gravity. Very incredibly well done. The perfect little break check there to kind of open up that easy path to the goal. Incredible job. Comrade Mr. Bacon, thank you so much for keeping this game entertaining for all of us here. It is going to be picked up by Mr. Christian out of the tunnel, quarterbacking. They're making a couple quick short passes here, trying to move it around, trying to keep it away from that pressure from Sane Wolves. But they really are having trouble getting these rollouts together. We're about halfway through here, and Enigma hasn't had too many more chances after that initial goal, because that's another turnover here that is going to be lost. They will get back to it. Noah Dream is going to scoop that one up on the back line and send it across. So they're going to try and get set up here again. They've got a little more space here, not a lot of immediate pressure coming in from that stack. And it's going to be Noah Dream sending it in to Nathan Dream. The dream to dream, but it's not enough dreams. It's going to be stolen back, as it is now turn of the Sane Wolves to see if they can mount an attack.
Yep, and it is Mr. Christian sending it down all the way to Holy Warrior. It's a 1-on-4 here, and it gets stolen from Holy Warrior by Narwhal. Looking to send it through, but the midfield here coming in from Noah Dream is absolutely astonishing, as it does get sent back to Nathan Dream, looking to fulfill their dreams and get a few more points on the board by sending it on down to Holy Warrior. And Holy Warrior going to send it all the way back for another reset. Maybe looking to advance slowly into the bubble. It's Holy Warrior coming in, and it's saved and almost sent out through there. But Nathan and Holy Warrior have one last chance. I'm sorry, that was Noah. Sorry, tried to get through, but ultimately we weren't able to, as now the stack right here from Sane Wolves does come through, and maybe a 3-pointer. No, it's picked up from Mr. Bacon for 2 points right there.
Yeah, Comrade Mr. Bacon read the angle, realized he was going to go just a bit wide and decided, you know what, I can pick this one up and tuck it in on the back line there. No, that was never intended to be shot. That was just a great pass leading ahead to Comrade Mr. Bacon, hitting him perfectly in stride. And that is now a 10-point lead, as Sane Wolves have looked in control for this entire round so far. They've been playing incredibly well, incredibly consistently. Back on defense, they're going to get that turnover. First clear doesn't work, but it doesn't matter because you got Comrade Mr. Bacon in there to find it and finish up the clear as they've got the disc now, and they're going to try and mount another attack here.
And they are going to line up for here by saying to Narwhal. Narwhal to Jax for 2 more points. Jax doing the work inside the bubble and right around that goalie, able to get these shots in nice and consistently. So, I mean, Sane Wolves doing an amazing job there. Their defense, or sorry, their offense inside the bubble has been amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I'm noticing, I was about to look, because we're on Twitch chat, you've been talking like how much has Bacon been doing, and like Bacon is leading the game in scoring, but not by a ton. The bigger thing, okay, first we'll pause and say Nathan Dream getting open, getting the 3, capitalizing on it, finally getting some points for Enigma, stopping that run. But I would like to point out, Comrade Mr. Bacon has 8 points to lead the game, but Jax with 5 assists so far. Next closest player has only 1. Jax doing an amazing job of just setting up the whole team so far this round. And that's why, with less than 2 minutes on the clock, they're up by 9 points right now.
Yeah, and they are looking to extend the lead, even if it does mean playing a bit slower here. They have the time, they have the momentum. They can take a few risky plays here. They can afford it. Comrade going to be sending it down. It's going to hit the wall. It's going to come through, and the stack from Sane Wolves getting to it first. I'm sorry, from Enigma getting to it first. And it is going to be Sane Wolves that get the pickup down here, though. Jax has it, sends it on over to Comrade Mr. Bacon. Mr. Bacon here on the floor, maybe looking for a pass through as the stack from Enigma does get on him. They do send the pass to Squirt, getting it down. It's going to bounce, and it is maybe going to get in the hands. It's going to get in the hands of Comrade Mr. Bacon, but not for too long. It's back in the hands of Jax. Jax looking to juke out Holy Warrior, but doesn't not succeed to do so. The disc is slapped across the ceiling and directly towards the midfield, though.
Yeah, picked up here by the Enigma stack. Enigma to see if they can get a couple more points before this round ends. They've got 3 of them all there in the bubble. Makes a move. Has 2 teammates there ready for passes, but makes the move on the incoming stack and is able to put that one in for 2 points to kind of get that, you know, get the last point wins, you know, the little mental, the little, you take whatever you can, right? You got the last point, see if you can carry some momentum over. As long as they can hold on to that, as long as they can keep it the last points. As 7 minutes on the clock, I fully expect Sane Wolves here to really just run out the clock. It looks like they're slowing it down, they're resetting, they're passing it around, and I have no doubt that they're going to try to hold the remaining time. They're going to hold the disc in their zone for as much of the remaining time as possible. Finally, one of the passes is going to miss, but it doesn't matter because Jax is there. Jax is going to get the final clear. That's going to bounce under the goal. And that is going to do it. 14-7, your final round 1. Sane Wolves taking that one. Monsieur Dimwee, you have been watching, studying, silently on the sidelines. What's going on?
Yeah, I've also been taking some notes here because I have a lot. Sane Wolves looking pretty good. I have a lot to say. I kind of want to direct my commentary to Enigma because you know they're going to watch this VOD, watch it back, and in doing so, listen to what we have to say. So I am talking to this team because their defense, great. When they're able to set up, when they get transition, they can be a little slow. That comes down to their stacks. Their stacks are generally good. Could be a little bit quicker though. That kind of just comes with time, just communication with each other, knowing where each other are at. You know, that's just one of those things. The more you play with each other, the quicker you are at getting the stacks back. Their mid play, really good. I would say just be a little bit more deliberate when you're making those passes. The problem, the difference between these two teams in this game is the bubble play. Enigma, gotta watch out for the mentality of always moving forward. It's something that comes from pubs. We all do it early on in our development. Every single one of us. It's one of the hardest habits to break. It's another way of talking about it is tunnel vision. You get close to the bubble. You get close to the goal. You're at the edge of the bubble. You see the goal. It's right in front of you, and you start staring at it, and you don't look away. Utilize your teammates around the bubble. Be more deliberate around the bubble. More teamwork and communication around the bubble. Don't always be moving forward. Look for those resets, and that you'll see. If you focus on your bubble play, you'll start seeing yourself move up the ladder a lot faster.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mr. Dimwee, for dropping the wisdom here and for making this a wonderful learning experience for all of us here watching. opening joust. We're in round 2. Sane Wolves won that joust. They came in here with that first attack. Not able to capitalize on it though. Some good defense will prevent it. Noah Dream is going to send the one ahead. They've got to stack. They're first to the disc. The net is open, and they are going to put that one in for 2. So hey, Enigma opening the scoring here. Looking to do what they couldn't do last round and see if they can hold this lead now up 2-0.
Yep, and it's a very good start here from Enigma. After last round, this could be the shift that they needed here in momentum. Now that they are finally up, they may be able to keep the lead, and it looks like they're going to try to keep the lead. Ooh, but Holy Warrior and Nathan Dream both getting stunned out, and then I think that was oh, Noah Dream with the long shot. I did not see that coming from at all, but that just came in from a mile away. 3 points going to Enigma right there from Noah Dream.
Yeah, a nice quick steal and shot there, kind of recognizing, hey, the goal is empty. Why not take advantage of that? And it was a very good shot, very direct. And just like that, Enigma, with almost as many points as they got in that entire first round, just in the first minute and a half here. Oh, and some sloppy play they're coming in from Sane Wolves. They're not able to collect that one. A couple tries, but weren't able to pick it up. And slapping it into the bubble now is going to be Enigma. They're looking for some teammates down below, but there is a defensive stack there. Sane Wolves have been in place, and as a result, they're going to get the turnover here and look to see if they can get a counter-attack. They'd try if it weren't for Mr. Christian, who's waiting back in the goal, waiting for that moment, and is going to get this one cleared in, at least for now. Here comes Comrade Mr. Bacon with the counter-attack.
And Comrade sending it on down to Squirt. Squirt getting stunned out, and Nathan Dream stealing the disc, looking to send it on over to Noah Dream. And it gets stolen here by Narwhal, but not for too long because it does get recovered here by the Sane. Well, or sorry, by Enigma. I keep getting the names messed up. It's sent on down to Holy Warrior. Holy Warrior is sending it, trying to send it to Mr. Christian, but ultimately not able to do so. It is picked up, re-picked up, and sent to Holy Warrior for 2 points. 2 more points going to Enigma. Really doing well this round.
Yeah, Holy Warrior doing a good job to crash the net, just kind of getting the goalie's face. And hey, if the disc happens to pop off the goalie's face into your hand, all the better to score on you with. Enigma, where was this last round? This is a 7-0 lead. Enigma doing very well here, partially because of some mistakes from the Sane Wolves, but really, Enigma's just been doing well. They've been capitalizing on their chances. The shots have been going in. They've been getting themselves set up well, and honestly, it's just been a lot of good counterattack play as well. And here's a long one bouncing in. That one is going to go wide, but following that up is Mr. Christian. Getting the stun, and it comes back to the stack. Stack taking the shot, and that is 2 more points for Holy Warrior. 9-0 now, as out of nowhere, here comes Enigma.
Yeah, Enigma just coming out of nowhere with these points. They are just really ramping it up this round. Round 1 wasn't too much to see, but you look at round 2, Enigma popping off. That means we may even get to see a round 3 here, which, with the rounds being as they have been, you will not be able to tell who will be taking round 3, since both rounds have gone to each. I mean, I hope we get a round 3. That'd be awesome. But Enigma first gonna have to take this round, and they are looking to take it. They really want it right there, as they do see 2 more points come in. 11-point lead with 0 difficulty.
Yeah, Jack's getting a piece of it, but not enough, unfortunately, as that goes off the head and in. Up 11-0 now, 4 points in. I would not have predicted at all here that we would be on pace for a mercy on the side of Enigma, but here we are. Not at all surprised to see Sane Wolves trying to slow it down. Their rollouts haven't been working as neatly as they would have liked this round. Enigma's been doing a good job of pressuring, and they've done it again, filling that passing lane as it is going to be picked up, sent in, and no, defense is going to get back on that one. Jax with the stun, the steal, and the clear.
Stun, steal, clear, and a long bounce shot coming in right there from Squirt. That was a beautiful shot off the wall into the top pocket. That is that's definitely points right there for Sane Wolves, and I mean, it could turn into momentum. We still have half a round left, so they still have quite a while to go. This round is definitely not over yet.
Whoa, that stack coming in incredibly quickly, applying pressure and getting the steal from the quarterback. Moving in now, Comrade Mr. Bacon trying to see if they can turn this into some more points. Comrade is going to move it in and get the dunk. A couple back-to-back points here after being shut out for most of that round here. And Sane Wolves showing they're not out of it yet. They've cut that lead to 6 with a couple of quick points here. And if they're going to keep coming in that hot on the stacks here, you got to watch out to see if Enigma needs to switch up the rollouts at all and try and make sure they're getting rid of that disc quickly. Not under as much pressure here on the first one. They still pass as if they were, and that is going to cost them. There's a 3! Comrade, Mr. Bacon! Just as Eric Dream in the chat is saying, thanks for not talking about Bacon. Bacon took that personally. Bacon took that personally, is coming alive here with a couple of quick points, and now
I'm gonna
it's
have
just a
bacon
one
when I
score.
get home later, just to spite that comment.
I mean, what took minutes for Enigma is now just taking Sane Wolves just seconds to do, and that Enigma really needs to start slowing Sane Wolves down and trying to get this point. That's in! Nathan Train with the long shot, bouncing off the rim of the goal into the goal for 3 points. Gonna extend the lead just a bit here as they do try to keep Sane Wolves at bay.
Was that off of the rim, or was that off of the head of the goalie rushing back? No, you're probably right. It was rim. It was very close though. The goalie stacking back, nearly getting a piece of that. But hey, we got ourselves a game here. As Enigma able to stop the bleeding here. They've got a steal. They've got the turnover. They've got the stack accuracy, and they are going to be able to tuck that one in for 2 points. 3:20 left on the clock. Now that lead is back up to 8. Back up to 8. So you know they've got it in what should usually be a, you can't see me now, but they're a huge air quotes, comfortable lead. But honestly, the way Sane Wolves have been able to come alive here, at a moment's notice, I would not be surprised at all if they're able to string a few together here, if they're able to get their passes connected.
Yeah, I mean, Jack's here on the floor looking to get a bounce maybe, and it's going to go past most of the defenders here. Finally, Mr. Christian able to grab it as it does make its way to the ceiling. Tries to get out, but Jack's right there ready for it. Sends it on down to the boot right where Squirt is. Squirt looking to get a pass on over. Not going to get the pass though, as his teammate did get stunned out. It is going to be into the hands now. That was, I can actually tell the hands that went into, but it definitely did not go into the goal, as now it does look like, oh no, come on, Mr. Bacon. No, it was a fight there for a second. Finally, Enigma looking to get away with it here. Has another 3. No!
Oh!
Not going to get his comrade, Mr. Bacon, on the back line. Getting back to goal just in time to say that. Looking to get it on out. That's going to be Jax. Jax sending it down. That's high. But his teammates do get down there. And Narwhal is going to take it in for 2, as they now are only 6 down with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, a couple of chances both ways. A missed opportunity initially for Sane Wolves, and then back the other way for Enigma, and then Sane Wolves able to get the counter attack going, and put that one in for 2. Got to keep an eye on the clock now. We're under 2 minutes, so that's 1:50 left on the clock, and not a lot of time here. They got to make that comeback, and hey, Holy Warrior getting stunned out. Didn't hear that stack zooming in behind, and that pressure is going to cause some issues. Here comes the stack again, and that pass does need to be rushed, but they do manage to get it through. The clear is clear, and the defensive stack, first defensive stack, second defensive stack, all missing it. Still finally able to get it though because of the stun and get a critical clear. 1:25 left on the clock.
It is coming down to it right here, and now another point coming in by Noah Dream for 2. That's going to send an 18-10, 8-point lead over here for the side of Enigma. That is, I think, I'm not sure if that's time. I don't think so. I think we have just a little bit there, but next, if Enigma scores again, I think that will be time. We do see Comrade Mr. Bacon here trying to get the pass on through the tunnel, but it's not going to work. We do see Enigma try to get to it, but Comrade Mr. Bacon gets to it first, sends it into midfield where it is going to bounce. Unfortunately, it bounces into the hand of Nathan Dream. Nathan Dream going to get stunned out. Disc is high. Comrade Mr. Bacon has it. Looks to send it through. That's going to be bouncing off the wall here into the hands of Narwhal. Narwhal looking to get it through, potentially trying to cut into Jax, and Jax gets 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points. It is probably going to be too late, though. 30 seconds left on the clock. We are going to see a round 3 here. After dropping that first round, it is going to be Enigma with that explosive start. And then even after the explosive start, right, there was a chance for Sane Wolves to kind of start clawing that one back. But Enigma did a good job. They stemmed the bleeding. They stopped, the momentum that Sane Wolves had. And they got some points of their own back. And extending this up to a 6-point lead now, that's going to do it. The final seconds are going to tick off. And we are going to a round 3. Enigma doing an incredible job of forcing that one. Monsieur Denwy, how did they turn this one around?
You ever heard of shock and awe? The military strategy. That's what Enigma did here. It's almost like from round to round, it's a changeup, like a baseball, like a baseball pitcher, right? But then it was shock and awe because they come out, and so the first round they're like, it's like think of it like a boxing match. They come out, they're like, you hit me, and then they come out the second round and they're Tyson, just you're like, whoa, hold up, what? It takes you a moment to figure out what just happened as you're collecting yourself off the floor. And that's what happened to the Sane Wolves. It came out in that second round, got popped square in the nose, and had to figure out how did that just happen, and then go from there. And that's why they had trouble coming back, because that's ultimately what gave Enigma that initial lead. Was the Sane Wolves didn't know how to respond. That was not what they were expecting. They prepared for an entirely different team. What's happening here? Both teams are running the double stacks. Both teams, watch the mini map. Watch the mini map. They cluster in twos. They cluster in fours, but it's 2 players from each team. They've been having these really intense stack battles, and one team has been winning those battles for the most part. That's Enigma. We'll see if they can keep that up in this third round.
Absolutely. Third round's coming in here. Teams are in the tunnels and who's ready to go. Which way is it going to go? Who's going to get the first points? And will they extend the lead? Will we see another run here? Holy Warrior coming in, gets stunned, but gets it to a teammate. Oh, that one is going to ding just off the post. Kind of floating that one at the goal as they were floating the other way. But it will be cleared in here for Sane Wolves. Sane Wolves, they're going to be first to the disc. They're looking behind the goal, and they're in. That is Narwhale with it. And the crucial first points of the round are going to go to Sane Wolves.
Sane Wolves pulling a bit of their momentum from last time now into round 3, looking to start off with a lead and looking to hold that lead. Now we do have the just advantage coming through here from Enigma, looking to get the disc, get this to a bit of a slow pass, going to start him off. Now it's Holy Warrior looking down to the floor, maybe looking to get through the midfield here potentially. It does go through the midfield, bouncing high and into the hands of Squirt, who is going to send it right back out.
Yeah, sends it out, gets a bounce, and it's in the hands of Jax. Jax looking for the mail slot, and Jax from long range. Oh my goodness, 37 meters away. What a shot, picking that up, immediately realizing it's open, taking a second to adjust, and there we go, Sane Wolves. They're the ones with the explosive start now. Enigma has been knocked back. They're not quite on their backs yet, but they're definitely on their back foot. They're gonna have to see if they can turn this around now, right? They gotta stop that bleeding as soon as possible.
Yeah, they're going to have to stop it, and they are going to have to stop it soon. And it looks like they are planning on it with a 3, but it's taking my Holy Warrior into a 2. I'm not sure if that would have gone in. It looked like it may have, but that could have just been my angle. Either way, that's going to be 2 now. They are only down by 3, and now they are putting Sane Wolves on the jousting range for the first time this round. As now we have to figure out what Sane Wolves is going to do and what their rollout is going to be, if they switched up at all, or maybe Enigma can read them. And it doesn't look like Enigma will read them at first, but then unfortunately they just does get to Enigma. That's going to be Nathan Dream. Nathan trying to get through, but it is going to end up being Sane Wolves with the disc, trying to clear out to the midfield. On the back line, you have Mr. Christian looking to send it through, and maybe some points coming in right here. Ooh, not from Noah, but Holy Warrior looking to put 2 in right there. Now they're only down by 1.
Yeah, both goals here have been as a result of Enigma having players in position to do cleanup, right? They know even if that long fadeaway shot isn't going to fall, they've got someone in position to kind of, just get that last little tap into the goal. And as a result here, they've got a couple back-to-back, and they've brought this one close. So good job of Enigma to kind of stabilize themselves and to, get themselves back on the board and to close the gap. But hey, that's a 2-on-1 here. Oh, you got to feel for the goalie, but Mr. Christian gets the save after that shot. Dings off the post into their hand. Very, very fortunate there. And now counterattack. See if an Enigma can take the lead here. The stack is going to miss. Oh, they're going to float out. It took a while for the defense to get back, but they are back in time. A couple good moves. Nathan Dream can't get by all 3 of them, but they certainly tried. That's going to be lost, and the Sane Wolves are going to clear this back in.
Do clear, and it does look like maybe some points coming in right here, but the steal is going to come by from Holy Warrior, who's going to bounce it on down. The stack from Sane Wolves getting back first, and Comrade Mr. Bacon and Jax together with a stack do get broken up, but the disc recovered by Enigma. And it is going to go to the top trap where Narwhal is. Narwhal can send it across to Comrade Mr. Bacon on the ceiling, who's playing inverted, and then sends it on back to Narwhal. Maybe looking for a cut-in play here, as it is Comrade Mr. Bacon to the back lot, to the backboard, and Mr. Christian securing 2 more points right there for Sane Wolves.
Yeah, Mr. Christian getting a hand on it, but just a little too late to keep it out from the goal. As Sane Wolves now with the initiative, having taken the points here. Time to see if we'll continuously change the points back and forth, or if Enigma can settle into a little more of a back and forth game. But not with that, because that is a great steal coming in from Jax. They read that pass really well to that stack, and they're moving in now and across to Narwhal. They've got some open passes. Oh, there's the cut, and there's Comrade Mr. Bacon. Name a more iconic play from Sane Wolves right now, with the Comrade Mr. Bacon getting the pass from Jax. Incredible stuff right there, and they've extended that lead now. It's a 2-score lead critically, 9-4.
9-4, and here we come with the just advantage here with Enigma. Enigma looking to get a few passes through and restack up here. No Dream, Mr. Christian have a stack together, maybe looking to do a dribble. They do start a dribble, but they get leached, and that leaves Noah Dream on their own. And that means, unfortunately, Sane Wolves is going to be able to get it. And they're going to try their own little dribble here. Gets it down to the floor, gets a beautiful pass to Jax. Jax gonna get stunned out. The disc still in possession of Jax though, because Enigma unfortunately wasn't able to get it. Maybe a reset coming in here. That I thought was for sure would be a cut in or a pass there, but no, it is a reset, a failed attempt at a reset. Unfortunately, Narwhal is able to grab it though. It sends it on over to Comrade Mr. Bacon. Comrade Mr. Bacon with the cut in to Holy War. Sorry, not to Holy War. I believe that was to Comrade Mr. Bacon, who sends it in off of Holy Warrior's head.
Yeah. Not sure about the decision to make the pass. So you've got a one-on-one with the goalie. Like, the cut pass is fun and cute, but if you've got the one-on-one with the goalie, it can be hard to mess those up. We do have a timeout coming in here from I believe that is Orange, so that is going to be understandably is going to be Enigma calling the timeout here. They've fallen behind by a couple, and they've got to stabilize. Monsieur Dimwee, what are you thinking as we hit this timeout?
Well, it's a proper time to take that timeout. But right now, you got to slow down Comrade Mr. Bacon on both sides of the arena. The saves, he's not just scoring points, he's scoring points, excuse me. He's also making saves. But as well, on the other side, Holy Warrior is liable to pop off at any moment. So the Sane Wolves are going to need to make sure that they keep Holy Warrior under control when we come out of this timeout. That so far in this round, they've done a good job of preventing Holy Warrior from scoring too heavily. But at the same time, Holy Warrior obviously is not the only player on this team scoring. Although Mr. Christian is handling that back line, and that's one of those things we tend to see work out. It did not actually work out earlier in the previous game, but in this one here, we're seeing it work out where the team with the more evenly split stats, so to speak, is in the lead here in this third round, and the team that has more, you might say, spiky stats, is struggling a little bit. And why that does tend to be the case, it is certainly not a rule. It is only a tendency that we see. I'm not entirely certain. I'm curious what it is, but it does go to show. It does kind of prove to a degree that you really want to be well-rounded in your play. The idea of specialist roles of offense, defense, goalie, striker, that thing really not a thing, especially when you're talking about a game where teams are really preferring the 2-2 on both offense and defense. In a setup like that, literally a 2-2 versus 2-2 game, the team that is more well-rounded is going to be more effective, because those stacks, who's attacking what, where, and when, is not, well, I'm a defender, so you go deep. That's not how that works out. It's where you go and when depends on where you just were. Like that's it. Where you just were, why you were there. That's what tells you where you're going next. Because you also need, it's also weighed against where your other stack is, what they're doing. So the situation is not always the same. You're not always going to be able to go, well, I'm on defense. Doesn't matter. You're gonna have to play the position you're gonna have to play, and that's ultimately why this is working in favor of the Sane Wolves. Although again, I go back to, remember I talked about shock and awe in the second round. Enigma had the benefit of shock and awe. They came out with a change up, popped the Sane Wolves in the nose. Sane Wolves had trouble coming back, but now Sane Wolves, having seen that effectiveness, have been able to counter it in the third here. They were able to prepare for it this time, and Enigma not having the element of surprise here. The Sane Wolves have been able to effectively wrest control of the game, at least so far. Now the pause here from Enigma. I'm curious to see what adjustments they make, and what we see moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, and that is what you kind of tend to see over these games where like round 1 and 2 might be a little variable and crazy, and you might not see, you know, teams are coming in, they're feeling each other, they're figuring each other out, what the other team is coming out with, everything they have to offer, and by the time you get to round 3, you've usually got a good handle for how the other team is playing. So when you get to the round 3, like you were saying, there's less shock and awe moments. It's a lot more of, hey, here's we know kind of what they're doing, what to expect from them, and it kind of comes down to the team's ability to play consistently rather than to have these big highlight, you know, these big surprise moments and kind of rely on being able to catch the other team off guard. You're not going to do that nearly as much when you've got a game that's going into 3 rounds as we have been here. As a person who plays and is not the best shooter, I've always been the guy to set a person on a team. I am one who can enjoy a good assist. And I don't know if I've ever seen a game with more assists right now than Jax has. Jax is 9, approaching double digits. Now, I have not cast nearly as many as Monsieur Denouy or some of the other senior casters and production leads here on the VRML team, but my goodness, I love a good assist, and Jax is just on fire with those so far this game, with 9 of them. As we approach the end of the timeout here, it looks like we're finally ready to get going again. So, time to see. Has Enigma made the adjustments they need? Are they able to pull out another surprise here? Do they have something new that they can show? Something that they can switch up here to kind of get that upper hand and to get Sane Wolves onto the back foot? Time to see. It's Mr. Christian with the disc. They are starting it slow here, and they're going to try and do kind of a slow rollout. Holy Warrior sending it across. We're not seeing much pressure in here from Sane Wolves, like none at all. Sane Wolves really content to stay back and play it on defense, finally bringing that stack forward, but it will be handled pretty well. Some good passing. Nathan Dream has the disc now, going to slow it up and watch the teammates zoom ahead into the offensive zone.
You're going to zoom ahead, and they are going to get capacitated. Mr. Christian getting out on over here to Noah Dream. Noah Dream looking for that cut-in, but the cut-in not available, not there. And Nathan Dream able to recover it for a second before getting stunned out here by Squirt. Squirt gonna send it through for a beautiful clear. Picked up here. Ooh, I thought it was picked up by Comrade, but no, Jax is gonna be the one getting to it, sending it over to Comrade. Comrade ducking below and is gonna juke out the goalie there and send it in. A nice little, I want to call that a slam dunk low.
We're on Jax assist watch here. Jax hitting 10 assists so far in this game. But thanks to the efforts of Comrade Mr. Bacon there, putting that one in at the end. Things really starting to, it looks like the plan coming out from Enigma is, hey, we're going to slow down, we're not going to panic, we're going to chain together a couple of good, consistent, slow plays here. But that hasn't been working. They haven't been able to get set up here, and it looks like they're trying to bait out that stack, maybe get a stun on the initial stack, but as is, they're really just running off a lot of time, and that's a lot of time that they don't have, and then they go to clear it in, and it doesn't happen. It's stolen, it's sent back the other way. They've recovered the disc now, but they've burned another 10-15 seconds of time, and you don't have much of that left.
No, you do not. And now we do have Squirt looking to get. Oh, it looked like maybe a clear there. It was successful as they did get to their teammates. Almost got to their teammates stack, but it still got down there close enough. Ooh, Comrade Mr. Bacon just a half a hair away from grabbing that, and Enigma trying to send it back through, but Narwhal is going to take that, and eventually it is going to get through back down to Enigma's side here. Picked up by Noah Dream. Noah Dream looking for that clear off the tunnel. It's going to go above the stacks, up to the top trench. Recovered by Jax. Jax looking to get it through the tunnel here. It's a bit of back and forth game right here at the moment. It does finally get to the Squirt. They look like they're going to go for a bubble play here. They finally get the disc in the bubble, but not for more than a few seconds, as it does turn out Enigma is right there ready for him and is sent right back down.
Yeah, a couple teams trying to dump and chase right now, and Mr. Christian finally gets some points on the board here. I do believe that's Mr. Christian's first score of the game. Getting in and, hey, making it count with a 3. Finally able to break that barrier for Enigma. They'd been a while without a goal here. But it may be too little too late. That is a 6-point lead, so won't write it off just yet, as we have seen some like explosive points chains here, and from both teams. But at this point, not a ton of pressure coming in from Enigma. They've got the 1 stack trying to do work, but the stack has come apart. And as a result, they're not really going to be able to put too much together. They've got the disc back, but with only a minute left on the clock, they've really got to up the pace here, and it doesn't look like they're playing for that. Moving in here, they've got to pass down below. Nathan Dream looking to see if they can chain a couple. Ding, ding, it's in and it's out. But no, Squirt able to pick that one up on the second chance and clear it out under a minute left on the clock. And back the other way comes Sane Wolves. That's Comrade Mr. Bacon under the goal with the moves, killing time, and is just going to reset that one back.
To reset back all the way down to Squirt. Squirt gonna have his teammate go off of him so they can set up for a play. And it looks like their play may be a 3-man play, but it is gonna work out there as Nathan gets to try to send it back, and Squirt has it. Squirt's gonna lose it. It goes up to the ceiling. Noah Dream has the disc. We are at the 27 mark here, and they are looking for a few more points here to end it off. It will be Squirt with the disc. Squirt not finding that shot, and it bounces from behind. Not gonna go in there either. It gets picked up again by Squirt. Squirt looking to send to Jax. Jax looking for the points, and no, it's not gonna go in there either. We have 10 seconds left in this round of the for the rest of the game. Actually, it's Jax with it once again, sending on over 5 seconds, maybe a few quick points. No points right there, ending the game at 7-13.
Yeah, 13-7 is your final here in round 3. Pretty wild game, back and forth. We saw blowout rounds, we saw close rounds. It was a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, it is Sane Wolves taking it in 3 over Enigma. Wow. Couple fun games, but we are just getting started. We got 2 left to go here. We are going to step out, and we will be right back. We got Milo and Vicious coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Team ready. Orange team ready.
Welcome. We are already ready. It sounds like, yeah, teams are ready to go. I am Monsieur Demouy. This time it will be me and Blank casting this one. We have Offbeat on the sidelines running analysis for us, and of course Newton Dash still on the cameras. We're getting started here in this one, Vicious versus Milo. And if you are looking at the names on the screen and thinking, is that Simeon Kate? No, that's Ryan. He changed his name apparently. He's playing a Simeon. That is reliable Ryan Rhino as Palace sends this one in here for Vicious. Of course, Vicious here in orange. Mad, Palace, Zach, Matthew. They get the first goal here. 2 points on the board. Milo on the right in blue. Mozzie, TXT, Swagwar, and Simeon. Of course, text is the law.
Now, now we do have Milo with a joust advantage, looking to pick it up right here. It is TXT. TXT trying to get it. Ooh, does get it over to Simeon. Simeon on the ceiling, doing a juke right around Paulus, getting it down all the way to Swagwar. Swagwar sending it even farther down to Mozzie. A bit of a few slow passes, gets it right back on over to TXT. TXT sending it onto the ceiling into the hands of Simeon. Simeon sending it over to Mozzie. Mozzie looking to go below. Ooh, and it gets stolen right there by Matthew, looking to send it on out.
Whoa. And Matthew does get a good clear here. Bounce. A good setup right in front of the goal. In fact, we have the barrier there. And Matthew will get his own clear in. Puts it in for the 2. Should have headbutted, but whatever. You know, it's points. What are your points are points? You know, I'm not being critical. I'm not being that critical. As they have a 4-point lead. What can I say?
Not too much. You cannot say too much. It works.
Hey, settle down.
You are not allowed to say too much here.
Sir Dingley at your service.
So it's going high now into the hands of Mad. Mad gonna miss that, and it is gonna head over to the side. Maybe Matthew grabbing it. Matthew gets it, sends it on over before getting stun out, and now Mad has that lineup for that perfect 3-point shot right there, and it's 7-0.
It is 7-0. Very quickly, it's 7-0. 2 minutes in, it's 7-0.
Vicious, just absolutely vicious.
I wasn't gonna do that, but I was gonna make it sound cool.
Okay, fine. You know what? Forget I said that.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's wind it back, rewind. Right? Vicious is absolutely vicious.
There
Right? You know, I sound like a radio man.
Voice for you. You got that good voice on.
Well, here's the thing. It's not the voice. It's the microphone. Everyone thinks it's a voice. It's not. If you had a microphone like that, if you had my setup, Zach W hits it, you'd sound just as good. I'm telling you.
Well, what microphone do you have?
It's the Shure SM7B, and I use a Go XLR Mini.
Ooh, fancy. I mean,
but that's, I'm telling you, that's a good interface and a decent microphone. The interface is the important thing. The interface, the software that comes with it, the support. The interface is the important thing. Microphone is also important, but the interface is more important.
Yeah.
As Matthew up to Matt. Oh, a shot there off the inside of the post. Bounces out of the bubble.
I didn't expect that to miss. I expect that to 100% go in there, but it did miss. And now Simeon has it, looking to set it down. Swagwar, Swagwar, not going to miss there. First 3 points right there for Milo is going to come in from Swagwar.
And Unsound in chat saying, feigning his surprise that Simeon is in the game, because I'm confident Unsound is well aware that is in fact Ryan, having changed his name. Someone sent in here, will be a shot there. Palace hits it for the 2. They're up now by 8. And just a quick answer in the chat there. No, I do not. I've not played VRML since season 1.
You should really play. You should.
I've played Echo 3 times since Tyro. That was in February.
Gosh, that was so long ago.
Yeah, I need to play again. I'm actually going to start again soon, but yeah.
Why don't you play anymore?
Huh?
Why don't you play anymore?
I've just got really busy, and then my play space, I've kind of moved. I didn't move, but I moved around in the house, and the play space in is really hot, doesn't have AC. So I'm basically waiting for the weather to cool off, and once it does, I'll probably be playing more. It's Mozzie! Gets it in for a 2. They're back within 6.
You gonna come in to play VRML, or you just gonna play Echo?
Oh, I'm not playing VR. No, just Echo.
Fair. Don't have the time for that. That's a lot issue with a lot of people that don't have quite enough time. But you know, 2 matches a week, not the worst for sure here. Totally. And Mad looking to set it on down to Zach W. Zach W. Getting saved right there by TXT. That was on its way in. The stack back just in time. Now Mad has it. Mad sending it on over to Zach W. Zach W. not going to get it in. Instead it goes high into the hands of Mad. Mad on the ceiling going to go inverted, looking to get the bounce in on the goalie right there for 2 more points.
So they will go up by 8 now. As yeah, mad from Zach. 8-point lead as we're just over the halfway point of this first round. And Milo going to get the shots advantage once again. They have 2 goals so far, 3 from Swag and 2 from Ozzy. And TXT will send this one through into the hands of the Cloud Block. Mozzie gets it. Wow, they're back within 5.
They're starting something here, and I'm all here for it. I am ready to see them start this comeback. 13-8, 4 minutes left of the round. I mean, Milo, let's see what you got here, and we will now see what Vicious got, as they do have the just advantage. It is Paulus with the disc, looking to get around that initial stack. Send it to Mad. Mad gonna cross it right over to Matthew. Matthew all the way down to Zach W. Zach W gonna have someone right on him, so he passes over to Mad. Mad has the disc, looking to the reset on back to Paulus. Paulus not gonna hang on to it for too long before getting back to Mad. Mad's gonna hit that low cut in right there to Zach, and Zach off with TXT's head for 2 points.
That will put them up by 7 now. Snipe, these are, so according to the website, TXT is the law, and Simeon is Ryan. That's the best, that's the best information I have. TXT is the law, Simeon is Ryan. But we're gonna call them by the names in game, because that's, you know, that's the only, you can't expect this. To remember all the name changes. There's literally thousands of players at this point. We can't handle that. As Zach, I mean, I know there's only one Ryan, like I get it, but you know, there was also only one Simeon. As Matthew, there's only one Matthew, and there's only one Swag War. Gets a stop there, Simeon. Send that one out to the far side. Gets it. Ooh, stunned out. Zach W, effectively getting a turnover. Not quite. Simeon gets it back.
Get it back, and it's instantly almost stolen. It's gonna be Mad sending it down, and that maybe Paulus with a shot. That looked really close to a no angle right there. If it wasn't a no angle, that was really close to it. That's gonna take it 17-8, 9 points ahead if my math does serve me correct. That is a good, strong lead right there for Vicious.
It is back up by 9. Let's see. What did they start with earlier? They had 9. They were up 9-0 to start.
Yeah, they're back exactly where they started with that 9-0. I believe
is that
so,
right?
Yeah, because they didn't hit that 10 mark.
2,
but they hit the 9 mark.
2, 3, 6 plus 3. Yeah, they had a 9. Interesting. So Zach will send this one out of the tube there. And back in the Swag War, sets it up. A one-timer there from Mozzie. Hits it for the 2. They're back within 7.
I'll be the first to say this game is going a lot differently than I originally thought it would be. Just looking up the teams, because you do have, you know, if you do look, I believe, at the standings, Milo is sitting at number 1, and Vicious is all the way at number 5. So there's a bit of a, in Massachusetts speaking at least, there's a bit of a gap between them there. So definitely going quite a bit different than originally you would think just looking at it here. But, you know, more props to these teams moving up the ladder. In last year quite a bit if they can secure the win, and that starts by securing the round, which it looks like they are trying to do, especially Zach W there coming in with 2 more points.
Yeah, it puts them up by 9 once again. It was 3 goals, 40 seconds. It's a point of no return, so there's about 30 seconds here of effective time. Ivan in the chat saying, is that smart? They are well-branded players. Teenagers, man. It's only temporary. This, I guarantee you, this is not. These aren't permanent name changes. They're having fun.
Don't give them ideas. Don't give them
Yeah.
ideas. Ryan,
Matthew bringing it in. Uh-oh. Docks a goalie, but they had a 3v1. Goalie was dead to rights. That's an 11-point lead. It should, at this point, be the ice. Round 1, I believe, is in the hands of Vicious, who are vicious, right?
I'm not even gonna try. You do it just so much better. Oh gosh.
You gotta get that grunt in, man. You know what I mean?
You gotta.
Blank, let's hear our grunts.
Oh gosh, no! Don't put me on the spot. Offbeat. No, go back to the analysis corner.
You ever watch Home Improvement?
Yes, I did.
Right? I could never do that, actually.
I only watched it because it was my parents' favorite show. I'm too young for the show, but I had to watch it.
Oh, that show takes me back to my childhood, man.
I love the show, but I watched it when I was like 14, so like
we watched it. TGIF. What was that? ABC. Dude, you got to know what I'm talking about. TGIF. You did the TGIF.
I plead the 5th.
Well, you know what? We are going to set it off now to Offbeat. Talk about that first round that Vicious took viciously.
Yeah, that was.
There you go.
Perfect.
Home improvement was my jam for a while growing up. Yes, it was great. Okay, yeah. Blank touched on this a little earlier in the round, but this is not the way that the statisticians all believe this one would go. If there were channel points at stake here for this one, you all would very, very likely have looked at the standings, bet all your points, and have been crying in misery, because out of the gate here, a big explosive knock you on your butt opening here coming in from Vicious. Vicious with an incredible opener. They extended that lead initially. I think they were up like 7 or 9-0 at one point before finally Milo was able to get things under control and kind of calm it down. And we kind of saw that score get maintained over the rest of the game, right? So I expect as we go into rounds 2 and a potential round 3 here, expect to see it a bit more even. These teams have been playing fairly well back and forth outside of that big initial explosive play. But that explosive play was coming for a reason. It wasn't a fluke. They weren't getting lucky. They had lots of chances. They had super crisp passes all across the boards. You've got 7 assists spread across all different players. Great team play coming here from Vicious, and that's why they've got themselves a round 1 win.
And we are getting started here in round 2. Also, to those just joining, to our best knowledge, that is Simeon, not Simeon, that is Ryan. Excuse me, I misspoke there. That is actually Ryan. And text is the law. As first touch, first possession to Milo, though, will be Matthew sending it out through into that next two. Swagwar, though, getting a hand on it and turning it around. We'll get caught in that trap. A whole bunch of bodies around. Palace, though, gets there first, sends it out. They're going to have an opportunity here. That one's in. Good setup here. Zach W gets there first. Open goal. Big stop. Simeon.
That was an amazing stopped goal right there. Mozzie looking to turn around and get another one, but no. Instead, it will bounce off the side here into the hands of Simeon. Simeon gonna get that goal right there for 3 points. Starting off strong here for Milo in the second round. And maybe looking to take us to round 3 in this game as well. I would definitely not be against 2 round 3s, just in a row. That would be amazing to see in a cast, especially here on venues tonight. But, first that means that Milo will have to take away this round.
Uh-oh, Mozzie, lock shot, open goal, hits it. That is 2 threes now here in the second.
That's very quick. Mozzie just had it and then just sent it, and it went flying right into the goal.
So, we'll be Vicious, who took that first round handily, now with a 6-point deficit. Playing from a 6-point deficit, but Mad walking it in. Oh, underhanded it on the goal. You came out to challenge, but did not connect on it. As Mozzie sends that one back to mid. Good recovery there. Tex sends it out. That takes that ugly bounce here into the near side trap. Good recovery there. Tex, open goal off the backboard. Excuse me, off of the cone and then off of the post. That setup off of the head. As Simeon comes out, touches it. Mad touches it. Stunned out. Will be that stack, though. Matthew turns it around into the near side tube. 2 minutes off the clock, collected by Tex, turning it around once again.
Yep, it's Simeon here with it. Simeon sending it on over to Mozzie. Mozzie looking to maybe take it in by themselves here. Ooh, gonna be a duck right there into an open goal for 2 points. That's 8-0. It is a very strong lead starting off here. They're reversing it from last time, and they are gonna try to start off with a very, very big lead. Hopefully they don't lose it.
Who got the first goal?
First goal, I want to assign. I want to say that was Mozzie. I want to say
Chat,
Mozzie.
was it Mozzie? Chat, verify for us. Was it Mozzie? I think it was 2, but I'm not certain. Swagwar intercepts it here. Though, gets it back there, Matthew. Good send in. Good stack. Matthew gets his own clear in, puts it in for the 2. They're on the board. Took them a little bit, but they have points.
They do. They do have points now.
It was Simeon with the first goal.
Okay, so Simeon. So Ryan got that first one. Okay, I thought Mozzie was on a 3-goal streak, but in fact not. So excuse me.
Sad. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. We could definitely see something coming in from Mozzie here, but from first now we have something coming in from Swagwar, getting a pass on over to Mozzie. Mozzie has the disc, maybe trying to make something work here as they do send it over to TXT. TXT sending it all the way back into Mozzie. Mozzie on the ceiling, hitting the floor right there. And that's a self-goal by Zach W, thanks to Swagwar.
Swagwar gets that one in for the 2. And they have an 8-point lead now. Milo really taking a second round. And there was something I lost it. So what was it? There was there was somebody.
Can we get some Jeopardy music in here while you just like think of it?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. I was going to respond to somebody. But now text, did it get deleted? I don't know. Text, I guess when I would see it. But anyways, text. Good clear out here. Big stack. Swag war. Swag war. Okay, so Mozzie was gonna deflect it in for the 3, so he would get credit but keep the 3, and he messed up and saved it.
Oh.
So good job, Mozzie. That was phenomenal. Is Matthew with it here on the near side? Uh-oh. Are they gonna turn this into a 5-point swing? Yes, they are. 6 points. Or they're back within 6, rather.
They are back within 6, and that does put Milo with the joust advantage here, which means they get the rollout, and we get to see exactly what they plan on doing. And you know, I kind of want to see something a little different. I believe all the rolls have been almost identical this round. I want to see something a little different here. They do get to Swag War. Swag War ducking under that initial stack, sending it on down to Simon. Wow, I said that. And it's going to Mozzie. Mozzie getting it to Swag War. And Swag War slamming it into the goal for 2 points. Don't mind me. My brain shut down for a second.
Did you just mispronounce the name Simeon?
Yes, I called him Simon, and I regret nothing.
Unfriggin' believable. You are off the team. You're off all the teams. The caster team, the team. You're done, dude. You're done. Career is over. It's ended.
Dang. I got
You just offended. You just offended everybody.
I offended like 3 or 4 people all at once there.
3 or 4. Wow. Wow. The disrespect. Matthew puts it in to cut that lead at half. 12-6. We're gonna have a discussion after this.
Want to watch me do it again? CV1 is bad.
CV1
there you
is
go.
bad.
Everyone is now upset at me. There we go.
Okay, muting Blank's mic as of now.
Goodbye, Blank. It will be Milo on this joust advantage. This text says it here near side Swagware. How many players in this game on a CV1 do you think? Chat, let us know. What is your prediction? How many players in this game are on CV1s? Out of 8, how many have CV1s right now? Mozzie hits it. 9-point lead.
My guess is 6 with 2 people on Quest 2. Meanwhile, me back here still playing on Quest 1. I refuse to get with the times. I'm going to be completely honest. I have 3 Quest 1s because you can't find the controllers for them anymore. You can only buy them, the headset with the controllers. So I'm just sitting over here with a bunch of extra Quest 1s. I don't even need to use them. I haven't had to buy a battery pack yet because I have just them all charged constantly.
You know,
Zach.
I believe you.
Zach sending it to Mad, and Mad getting that inside shot in. And it is 8-15, and I believe that is going to be for, I want to say 7-point difference here. If I am correct in my math, then that is 7 points. Vicious needs to make up within 3 minutes.
Akali's here in the chat trying to hurt Zach's feelings. And there's a text here to Swagware on the far side. Back to text, a little give and go there to get by that stack, and they do. And Simeon there, sending it back to the near side, and they had some Mozzie. Mozzie will reset it here. That's 3 minutes to go. Blank, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Zach gets a good interception there, and I'll give you some time to think about it. Who on the caster team used to be, what notable caster used to be on Simeon's team? All right, do you know?
I know nothing about ESL.
All right, yeah, I'll let you think about it. Think about it for a little bit.
I'll
so
take
here
a second.
to the near side, even if you want to go look it up, maybe. It's text. Oh, pocket pick by Matthew. Text. Oh, Mozzie sends it back across here. Text on the far side. Simeon actually brings it in, hits it for the 2. They're up by 9. As we have 2 minutes to go, we're looking at a possible 3rd round right now.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
No, nothing.
I am not finding anything looking it up. I'm just going to go ahead and take a shot in the dark here and say you.
No.
Okay, now we have to revoke all his privileges.
I don't know nothing about ESL.
Hold on. Oh, Matt with an opportunity. Oh, what a shot. Oh, off the post. Almost got that one in. Are you familiar with the team name Eclipse?
I am familiar with the team name Eclipse.
Do you know whose team that was?
Ooh, that was no, I think that
Cameraman
actually
is giving you the answer.
I heard it. I heard it briefly there. It was Palador Steve.
Yes, Eclipse won the first 2 world championships as Simeon hits that one for the 3, puts the team up by 12. And the first time they did it with iShiny, and the second time they did it with Simeon.
I should have known that because I remember watching Palador, and I remember he talked a lot about it for a while, and I remember it, and I should have known instantly.
So some Echo Arena trivia for everybody out there. Always fun. Guipo says iShiny is pro Apex. Yeah, I know he went pro somewhere. That's Matthew. Cuts that lead in half again, but too little, too late. Only gonna have about 20 seconds remaining in this one, so we will be going to a 3rd round here.
Yeah, and somehow magically they can get all those points in 20 seconds, but I don't think so. Honestly, I don't believe it's possible. I don't see him do that. It's not though.
Only time enough for one more goal as Swagwar is going to juke away from that stack. Shovel it back to TXT on that back line. Of course, that is a loss. Simeon, that is Ryan. Simeon, reliable Simeon Rhino. Hits that one for a long 3 to end the 2nd round. As we go on to the 3rd, we will go ahead and pass this one off to Offbeat, who is on beat with his analysis.
Hey, thank you, but you don't know that until I've said it. My analysis is of questionable and variable quality. Obviously, the heights I can hit, no one can match. But my lows, oh boy, they can be fun. Anyways, completely different round here, right? 23-10 scoreline, obviously reflecting that. And this is probably what a lot of you more so expected when you saw, hey, we got the #1 team coming in here today. This round was the round of the long 3. You see those 23 points, all but one of them were 3s from distance into open goals. Milo has just been making a killing off of the turnover quick 3 game. They've been doing an exceptional job of getting turnovers and just immediately turning those into 3-point plays. I have seen very, very few, if any, misses coming out here from Milo. In particular, we've been seeing, who has it been? Like it's been Mozzie and Simeon primarily leading the way in that regard. But really, they found the weakness. They found the Achilles heel of Vicious right now. And if they can't keep leaving those open, either Vicious has to cut down the turnovers, or they gotta have someone closer to that goal. Because if they keep giving up those 3s, that's 23 points. That's a lot for a single round. It's gonna happen again unless they shut that down.
We'll see what happens here in the 3rd. As we start out here, will be first touch. Powell says it near side. Presumably a setup, and that back stack the back stack doesn't get there. I'm not sure. Maybe miscommunication. As it will be a turnover. Mozzie turning that one right back around into the zone here. All good boost there from Swagwar that does not have the lane. And we'll opt that reset. Good recovery there, Mozzie. To Tax. Tax now holding this back line from Milo in the start of this round, setting it up here as Swagwar. Now it's Matthew pressuring Swagwar with the reset there to Tax one more time. Blank is well, look at that. A shot, no. Set up behind the goal. There they go. They got it. 2 points on the board, 37 seconds in.
It took 30 seconds. Not the quickest, but definitely didn't take too long. The defense from Vicious going strong there, but not my words. Yes, I was correct. The defense from Vicious going strong there, and the offense just pushing through just barely there. And now we have Zach trying to get it through. It's going to bounce off the bottom here. Matthew going to slap it through, but Swagwar on the back line ready to take it out. And it is, it's a steal right there, and a re-steal. Again, it's to Tex getting into the ceiling here. And that's going to be Mozzie. Mozzie has it. Is looking to get it high. It goes high. It bounces low into the hands of Mozzie once again, who is going to find 3 more points here for Milo.
Milo, once again, taking that early lead here, 5-0. As 1.5 minutes in. And Andy W. chat saying ban CV1. Love it. As we get a timeout here. Timeout coming from, I don't see it yet. Who is it? Orange. Vicious, wisely taking that timeout. So we will set it off to Offbeat, who I'm sure isn't in the same predicament I was.
Oh no, not at all. Because I've been watching the game that I provide analysis on. Just kidding. Of course, Timmy has constantly been watching and always taking good notes and paying very close attention. But hey, I'm
Look at
done.
that.
That was a great analysis. Back to you guys.
Right back in as thank you, Offbeat. Underneath the entire bus, Matthew across. Mozzie picks it up here. You're lucky, dude. You're lucky. I don't have like a notepad where I'm like, you know what? That's one slight. I'm just kidding. Text this went in. I don't usually get digged that hard. That was too good. Simeon hits it for the 2. They have a 7-point lead. My goodness.
Just needed someone to talk back to you.
It doesn't happen often enough. What's up, Blank?
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting in the corner here. You can pretend I'm not here, actually. It's going to be Zach W having it. Sending it on over to Matt. Matt is going to carry the disc through the tunnel here, looking to get a pass across. They do successfully get the pass over to Matthew. Matthew looking to send it forward to Palace. Palace getting it to Zach W behind. And that's 2-7.
Yeah, Zach finding the back of the net. Back of the net. That works, right? Yeah. Anyways, 5-point lead. They cut that 7 to a 5. Wow, that's a 7 to a 5.
7 to a 5.
Milo.
7 to 5.
Shouts advantage text here. Gets by that stack. Uh-oh. They have the turnover. Matthew sends it up. Will be wide. Takes a careening bounce there, though. A good setup right near the goal. They have one in. Defense up. Scratch that. Palace gets recovered there, far side. Well, off of that reset as they ended up in a 3v4 situation. As Mad now will have to activate on that back line, pushing in. Defense only now pressuring. As Zach sends it across. It's a cut to Palace. Ooh, Palace. Presses the issue. They're back with the 3.
That was a decent way to come back, and it was definitely a lot of work coming through with Vicious right there inside the bubble. Lots of passing, lots of trying to just force it in, and finally they do find the goal and without it getting saved, and they get it through. That's gonna get them up a little bit here, but they do need more points to recover here. As now Text is looking to get it through. They find the pass on over to Simeon. Simeon on the ceiling. Getting it stunned out, and the disc goes over to Text though, and it gets stolen from Text by Zach W. Zach can't clear it out though. Tries it again, does eventually find that clear, and it bounces off the wall down to the hand of Palace. Palace can't get through because Mozzie is back, and Mozzie does float off, leaving Palace unguarded and is able to get those points in. Only down by 1 now.
Yeah, they're back with their 1 there. Halfway through this 3rd round, Vicious are really feeling I don't want to use the word desperate. That's why I stuttered there. I don't want to say they're looking desperate for this victory, but that's kind of along that line. Not true desperation, but like they really want it. They in the words of that one hockey coach I once saw, it's you can't just want it, you have to friggin' want it. Of course he didn't use that language. Mozzie behind the goal, juking around. Uh-oh, big stop! Slap out of the bubble there as we just get over that halfway mark. The Text, a good recovery. He backs out with Mad, and then a lateral pass to Swagwar there.
It's going to be a close round 3 if it continues like this. As, ooh, no, the cut-in not going to work there. It is going to go flying off. And recovered here by Mozzie. Mozzie has the disc, is close to the ceiling. Ooh, a nice little reset here potentially. Yes, it does go to Tex. Tex looking to get it all the way across to Swagwar. Swagwar back into the trap, sending it to the ceiling to Simeon. Simeon getting it right on the other side of both of the goalies in there. That's 2 more points. 6-9, 3 down, and we have 4 minutes left.
3-goal differential. 4 minutes on the clock. Third round.
Only 3 goals. Only 3 points. That's
Only
1
3
goal.
points. 1 goal.
Easy.
Minimum
easy.
of 1 goal.
That's easy for these players right here.
Easy
Watch
peasy.
it.
Mozzie reset. Oh, that reset almost. A dead man's pass. They do get it slapped out though. They're still loose and will be collected by, Vicious. Zach W across there. Mad. Back to Zach. Zach with 2 on him. still gets it in. They're back within one.
Could you imagine if that reset went in and they had to go to overtime due to just a bad reset? That would have been painful. But I mean, they do get that 2 anyway, and that is only down by 1. We do see a pause come in.
I'm gonna be
here.
honest. I think this is the first time we've had like these venues cast. We have these we schedule these matches 30 minutes apart, which is kind of it's kind of really tight schedule. We always get delayed, right? I think it's the first time where we've actually been really on time, and what's causing the delays is genuine timeouts, which is fine. Like, you take your timeouts, obviously, but I think that's the first. It's not like teams aren't running particularly late. We haven't had server issues. There's no lag problems. You know what I mean? It's like, no, just teams are properly taking their timeouts. So it's like, oh, okay.
It's weird, isn't it? They're actually like following the rules and taking their timeouts. They're not late to their matches. It's a whole new concept, and I'm loving it.
So I guess it sounds like we might actually be taking this time out here, offbeat. If you have some notes, as we are much further into this third round of this time.
Yeah, it's been kind of wild because we talked early on some of the earlier matches about how, teams usually have these big explosive moments and, strategies that in the first couple rounds that, they take some time to play themselves out. And then we discussed how once you get near the end there and once you get to your rounds 3, teams start to more so have each other figured out. There's less surprises coming in, and you start to see a more I don't know if I want to say balanced, but it's more of what you expect. It's more of both teams playing to their full potential, right? And honestly, that's kind of what we've seen here, right? Because we saw a big round each way for each team. Obviously, it was Milo taking that second round and was Vicious taking the first. And now they've settled in here to that average, right? We've got this great back and forth game where honestly the score has not been separated by more than 2 scores at any given time, and it really has been really tense and exciting to watch as we're now down here with only 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Fozzie and Simeon still leading the way with 18 and 17 points respectively, doing that work as that offensive stack. The only question is it enough? Are they able to keep up that pressure, and are they able to get a win here for Milo as we're back into the action?
Back into the action indeed. Swag, we're here near side, sends it up, and then it's Simeon. Simeon walking it in. They have a 2v1 against that goalie. Goalie gets Simeon stunned down, but they still will get the points. 3-point lead now to Milo.
Ooh, that's a nice little 2-pointer right there. Gonna, like I said, put him up in his 3-point lead. Still only 1 goal, potentially, if they do make a 3-pointer. So it isn't definitely not out of reach, and definitely not something to fret about, as you do have a very good team in Vicious here, as they do look to get a couple more points here and try to take the lead. That's gonna be Zach W down there, gonna get the pass on over to Mad. Looking to maybe get a cross pass, maybe it's up to the ceiling. No, gonna reset it backwards to Palace. Palace is gonna send it on down to Zach W. Zach W has a pass right over there to Mad. Mad's gonna duck under and put it right in off of Simeon's head.
There you go. Once again, Vicious back with a 1 here. Excuse me, 2 minutes to go in this game. And as I understand it, the game after this is presumably watching. If you guys cannot wait, I'm sure there's communication. Okay, so if they're waiting, awesome. So cool, we'll get the full 4th game. So don't go anywhere after this one. We have another one to go. So here on the near side, Palace gets it recovered. Less than 2 minutes to go in this 1-point matchup, this master tier matchup between Milo and Vicious. Simeon on the far side. Of course, Simeon is Ryan. To anybody getting here late, presumably anyways. Simeon hits it for the 2. They're back up by 3 with just over a minute.
It is, yeah. No, back up right there. We're playing the 3 games at this point. You get Vicious, they get 2, and then they get another 2, and it's still up by 3. We may just sit here the rest of the time, just sitting up by 3 points, going back and forth. But maybe potentially Vicious can take it if they do. If they are able to manage to land a few points through here. Mad looking to get it up and is looking maybe for a pass. Ooh, gonna duck, send it under, down to Matthew. Matthew from behind, looking for 2 more points with a minute left. All they need in this last minute is just a few points, just even 1 more goal. could be the breaker right here and send Vicious into winning this. But if they aren't able to find those extra goals, then Milo will end up taking this one away.
Indeed, it's 45 seconds on the clock. Still just 1 point game here in the third round. Simeon across. Mozzie with it. If they hit a 3, that'll ice it.
Yeah.
2 will keep it possible as long as we're over 20 seconds. This text down to the floor. Swag War. Ooh, stopped there by Zach. They're stunned out. Matthew with the pickup. 27 seconds. Matthew sends this one out. Far side tube. This one is all the way in. 22 seconds. The stacks are away. Looks like defense getting there first. Offense to the area. Tech sends it out there. Will be collected on the far side. 15 seconds up to the ceiling. It is picked up by Mad. They have 4v1 against this goalie. Palace with it. Sends it. Hits it. That's going to be a Vicious. Just took this game in the final 10 seconds. 14-13 in round 3.
So close. That was so close. Oh my God. That was
What?
And unfortunately, we cannot hang on that for long as we are very late to this next game. So we're going to quickly transition to the next one. That next one, do not go anywhere. We'll be back with some top of the ladder action for you. Don't go. I just said that. Don't go anywhere. So definitely just don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody. We have another one to get to quickly. Awaken versus Flare. Once again, I'm on stage, and we will be with me on this one. We'll be offbeat, and we'll have Blank, excuse me, Dragonfly, on the analysis desk for us. Of course, Newton Dash still on the camera is offbeat. This is a game that could this have some implications?
Oh, absolutely. We know, right, Challenger Cup is right around the corner, and these two teams ranked 27th and 28th respectively, still vying potentially for positions in that cup, even if not for the immediate cup, for the future, right? Because those ranks do carry over. And hey, we don't have to speculate about too long because we're here, we're in the match, we are ready to get going. Teams are in the tunnels live. We have on the side of orange is Flare, blue is Awaken. Thank you, everyone, for you who've been here all night. We've been having a great time. Glad you've been here joining us. This is our fourth and final one of the evening. Let's make it a good one.
That's why Flynn sending it up to Mr. Steal Yo Goal, who gets it in for the first goal. 6 seconds in. They've got 3 on the board. Flare has the lead.
That's about as quick and as good of a start as you can ask for. The quick goals, we see those all the time in Echo. The Joust makes for some wild openings. But to start off with a 3, very good job. Mr. Steal Your Goal doing a great job of recognizing that open 3 and taking it quick. And hey, that's exactly the sort of start you want to see. As now Awaken moving up, they get a good bounce in, and they're going to try to reset this one. That's going to hit the double diamond at the back. But good work by Banana Man to get back and recover that, as it is now Zedmark coming in. Yes, I will be calling it Zedmark. I'm Canadian. There's nothing you can say that will change my mind. Banana Man back to Zedmark, who's going to tuck that one in for 2 points, cutting this lead to 1.
I'm just going to call him Zmark.
11, 10, 9.
Dude, that giggle in the background got me. That's what got me. It wasn't my comment. It was your giggle. That was great. Sorry. Flare joust advantage. Alduin, who had to take a break for a while, and we're happy to see him back in competitive play because talented player he is. He comes out the challenge and a good shot there. So off of the post, Shepard comes out, plays it. Sends it out. Caught up at mid, however, not out of the zone. Banana Man, excuse me, sends that one up. Banana Man was in the chat earlier. Funny enough. As King will reset this one to the back line.
Yeah, reset, but moving in quick. They've got a couple quick passes. They've got opportunities. Oh, there is an open goal. Great disc movement coming in there from Awakened. Banana Man is going to cap it off at the end with the 2 points from behind the goal, but really, you can hardly miss that one, right? After such a great setup, you draw the goalies out of the net, and really, Banana Man just gets to say thank you and claim all the glory for what was a lot of hard work coming in from all members of the team to move that win. So, hey, 2 minutes off the clock. We got a 4-3 lead now for Awaken, as it's time to see if Flare can get anything on the counterattack.
Shepard across there. Mr. Celio goal. Holding on to that one. And then resets to Alduin here on the back line. They're going to play a patient pass. Oh, that was dangerous. Pass up here. Flynn not able to play it. Code Blue gets there first instead for Awaken. As they send this one through the bouncer off the root block in the hands of Code Blue. They've got a 3v3 developing here at the bubble. What a setup to Banana Man. That was clutch. That was beautiful. That was Echo Arena at its finest.
Oh, Flynn was reading the pass, but then in comes another pass option. Banana Man zipping in there just to perfectly say, hey, you did everything you could to read that one. But guess what? At the end of the day, we just have more attackers than you have defenders. And so step in front of that, say thank you very much, and put it in for 2 points as, yeah, they're now up 6-3 and they've got the disc back. Kind and Code Blue are going in here. Stack is gonna get stunned out, and it will be picked up by Flynn on the back end. They're gonna reset that back to Alduin, and it will be moved up to Mr. Steal Your Goal, who will set this one up for Flare.
Yeah, TikTok has ruined the phrase at the end of the day for me, as of recently. Celia goal back to Alduin. Celia goal, what an ender there, bringing it in, underhands it. They're back within one. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Can't say I do.
I hope someone does.
I'm on TikTok a decent amount, mostly thanks to my wife sharing stuff with me, but don't know that sound.
Okay, so if your wife's on it, ask her if she knows at the end of the day, that thing.
I will shoot her a message and see what happens.
Yeah, because it is funny, but it also ruins the statement. Anyways, far side there, Zmark stunned out there by Flynn. Someone just went back up here. Mr. Steelio goal takes a shot there. Will find his way to the near side. And Shepard, good recovery there, looking to send this one back. The misses Flynn. Flynn doesn't get the grab there. Code Blue with it, has a shot at an empty goal, does not take it, respectfully. As, Code
what a
Blue
gentleman.
Back to King. See, I misspoke. I meant to say, like, I respect that decision, but it came out the way it did, and I was just gonna run with it. But now it's all out in the open. The Emperor has no clothes.
Code Blue with the top hat, with the monocle, the most gentlemanly, respectful player out in the arena. But that doesn't do you much good if you don't score, because Shepard is cutthroat, will stab you in the back, but it doesn't matter, because it'll get points on the board. That's a 7-6 lead, as Flare jumping out in front for the first time in a while here.
Yeah, in fact, since that first goal, so they got a 3 to start, and then it was 3 twos, 3 goals in a row there from Awaken. To put them up to 6, and then 2 twos from Flare. Now set up here, sent in for Banana Man, doesn't connect on it. Code Blue touches it, stunned out, and it gets scooped out there by Alduin, and picked up another ender there from Mr. Steelio Goal, who now is looking for a clear out though. Good leash here, good stack battle. But into the zone, it's a 2v1. Well, it was a 2v1, and then it turned into 2v2, and King got the pass. Just another clear out, and they're gonna stack out. Uh-oh, disc is loose.
Yeah, disc is loose. This is going to be picked up by Alduin. Gets a good clear out the tunnel. Maybe looking for a pass, maybe just the clear, but as is, a good little spin around 360 to get that one out. But Banana Man is back on there and is going to get it cleared out. Gets it past the stacks. The stacks are going to miss it. And word is coming in from Mrs. Offbeat that, yes, she is familiar with the end of the day sound. As Zedmark is going to come in, is going to put that one in. Okay, quick insight into the Offbeat household. First off, I do need to acknowledge, if any of my team is watching this back, the official canon, the official Offbeat lore in my team is my Offbeat 85. That stands for the 85 wives. I have. So the
Interesting.
primary one. Yeah. So the primary wife. The end of the day is when we. Okay. We have to pause. We have to talk about that 3. Wow, what a 3! Quick movement here, stealing the goal back. Shepard, what a shot to take that lead back for Flair. But the end of the day, every night it's like in bed. It's like we settle down end of the day and then watch all the TikToks that Mrs. Offbeat sent me over the course of the day before going to sleep.
You know, that sounds nice, and I'm a little bit jealous. As Banana Man sends this one back, King, my special friend, it has no interest in TikTok, and when I show her TikTok, she goes, "Please, not right now." So, okay, down to the floor. I respect it, but you know, I do understand it was still King. Sitting against the code blue. Uh-oh, stop there, Shepard. Gets the grab, and then Shepard turns this one around. Will be all the way out. Taking a bouncer up. Right by the goal, but defense in the area. But everybody undershooting that one. A couple of stuns coming out here. Oh no! Look at a 3v2 developing here. Oh, Z-Mark got the grab, but it goes in. It's a technical, but it's a goal. 4-point lead to Flair.
Mr. Steal your goal, changing things up, changing up their mojo, and stealing your disc instead. Sending it across the teammate, getting the assist, as Zedmark not quite able to hold on to that one as it came near the goal line. And hey, crucially, we have ourselves a 2-score lead now coming in for Flair, and they've got really... It's on Awaken now. They've got to chain a few together, and it's not going to work out very well with the clears like that. They're trying to get these passes. They got to keep those passes crisp. Finally, there is one. They've got some stacks rushing in. Ooh. Can they pick it up? They've got it. It's kind with the disc. If they can just move that in, but no! Getting back in time is Shepard, and Shepard says no thank you very much and gets this cleared out.
Halloween sends it through that near side too. And it said King will get it recovered here. You know what Z-Mark's name reminds me of when you say it, if you say it as Z-Mark? Oh baby, you got what I need. King brings it in, and you say she's just a friend. You say he's just a banana man. Oh baby, Bismarcky. Anybody? Back with a 2 here, a minute to go. It's meant to sound bad. That's the point. That's literally like, you gotta look it up. You gotta look up Bismarck. It's from the 90s. You're
right. I will go look up things to make your jokes work, and we don't.
It's not a joke. It's a reference. Dylan gets it. That's why he's laughing so hard, because he knows why. He knows what's going on right now.
All right, gets the old timers.
My goodness. Steele sends this one back, and Malik in the chat says, at the end of the day, it's not that funny. Says this one off King. Edge of the bubble tries to pull off the ender. Does not happen. We have 35 seconds left in this first quarter. 2-point game. Awaken down by 2 in possession. King not able to play that one off the wall. Scoop there from Mr. Steele. Yo goal, sending it back to the near side tube. 25 seconds. A slap up by Aldwin. This one is into the zone. Into the bubble. Up to the ceiling there. Aldwin with it off the backboard. And Code Blue. Oh, they're dead to right. I wanted to make a reference here to Code Blue. Far side. It said Banana Man sends it through. One more opportunity here. 8 seconds. Will be collected by King. King wants to send it. Will be high. Not in the hands of any teammates. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Out of the bubble by Mr. Steal Yo goal. And he will steal the hopes and dreams from Awaken to end the first round. Is that animated enough?
Wow. What a round. Blank. You've had to listen to our excitement for this whole game. How are things been over there? What's going on? What's going on the sideline?
Well, if you do look at their standings, they are only 1 spot apart. So this round just came exactly as close as you'd imagine it would, with teams being this close together. Both of them played very well. The stacks were just on point for both the teams. Quite a few catches. Quite a few mistakes were made that were caught by each other. They really capitalized on each other's mistakes and inability to grit the disc. You did see when they got into the bubble. I say them when Flair got into Awaken's bubble, they did struggle a little bit there because Awaken's defense just from rising a bit stronger. However, Awaken's offense does need a little work there. Their passing was very good, but they did seem to make more passing mistakes than they did anything else. As maybe they could have been in better positioning, or whether it was just not quick enough, not accurate enough, Just a few minor adjustments there, and I think they will be set for this round.
So thank you. Wow. Thank you for that, Blank. It may be getting late. Let's be real. Flare versus Wake, and Flare got round 1, 12-10. And Flynn will send this one in, immediately turning it over. Banana Man, first possession. Uh-oh, King. Ooh, the pass there, miscommunication. Disc is loose. Defense in the area will be collected by King, and he will reset it there to that back line.
Ooh, resetting it back to the Cloud, but bad news. Cloud takes no sides. Cloud is on no one's team. Fortunate, though, that Cloud did get a good redirect over back to Awaken, so Awaken is going to maintain possession here. They're moving the disc around. They're finding open targets. One player is stunned. The goalie is stunned now, and oh, that was such a good chance. Goalie out. Would have been some easy points there, but instead, we're going to see Awaken kind of back off here. But it works out perfectly. Banana Man in the exact spot needs to be to slap that one away, as Flare is just having a lot of trouble getting the clear out here, and Code Blue can take advantage of that, looking for the bounce shot, but no, Alduin gets back to that one in time and keeps this one scoreless. 1 minute in.
And it will be still Flare with it. Ooh, almost not, but then they do. Shepard sends this one out, but in the hands of Code Blue there on the back line. 1 minute off the clock, still scoreless here in the second round. Of course, first round in the hands of Flare, 12-10. Let me write that down, because I'm going to forget that. And it will be down on the floor here. A good reset to Flynn on the back line. Although, those always make me nervous in the age of technical goals. The Chicago's can always catch off guard there, and you get a incidental self-goal, a technical self-goal. Alduin scoops, and I believe that was an intended pass to Shepard, who was set up behind the goal there, but does not connect on it. That disc is loose. We are still scoreless, a minute and a half in.
Yeah, a minute and a half in, waiting for that crucial first one to open the floodgates here. It is going to be Zedmark with the disc, sending that one across. Is going to miss the target, and it's going to bounce up into the popcorn area. Banana Man first to get to it, and good stun by Kind to make sure that no one else follows that in. And here they go. They've got a 3-on-2, and there it is, taking the shot. Not a lot of room there. Goalie looks like they had the angle pretty well locked down, but Zedmark is going to find that just sneaking inside. And finally, took us 2 minutes, but we got our first points of the game, and that's a 2-0 lead for Awaken.
I love that goalie comes out. The way goalie comes out, it looks like a soccer, like an attempt at a soccer save. Like they lunge to the side, you know what I mean? Watch it back. You'll see what I'm talking about. Goalie looks like oh, big turnover there. King with it. Minute and a half off the clock. 2.5 minutes off the clock. Awaken with the only goal. Awaken gets 2. Z-Mark. 2 in a row. 5 points on the board to Awaken.
Yeah, Z-Mark putting in some work here, doing a great job finding that goal after what took a while. And both these teams definitely running the whole offensive stack, defensive stack, because it is Zedmark and Banana Man with all the points on the Awaken side, and conversely, Mr. Celia Go and Shepard with all the points for the Flare side. So, you know, they definitely have their defined scorer roles, and here the other way. Out to that one, and just tucking it in with the underhand. Mr. Celia Goal is going to answer back. Flare on the scoreboard.
Yeah, 2-point lead still to Awaken, but Flare finally able to find that goal as Awaken. What? I'm sorry. I think 2 minutes is a long time and has a good personality. I'm sorry. What? That really caught me. I'm like, what? What did that follow? I am so curious now. Banana Man, send this one in, because the King's pass is on point. 2 minutes is a long time, and has a good personality.
I'm gonna guess Kings has a good personality.
I think it's so.
I am also a big fan and good friends with 2 minutes.
Oh,
so
I was thinking King's like a
that.
team name. Okay, that makes sense. King a person, right? King's in the game. Banana Man's got points. King in the game. Okay, I'm sorry. I was thinking. I don't know why. I was thinking like King's like a team. Like the team has a good personality, but now I get it. Okay, that makes sense. I now follow as we are almost halfway through the second round. Awaken still with this lead, 7-3, and a big disruption there at mid. King gets it turned over. Banana Man gets it picked up, sends it up far side. Will be collected by Z-Mark. As a little soft reset of there, King. A lateral reset. King now moving it in. We'll send it off the floor, off the near side wall. And good recovery there by Mr. Steal Your Goal, sending it out through the near side too.
I would like to point out something critical I just discovered. Looking at the roster for Awaken, this person you keep calling Z-Mark is listed as a Canadian on the website. So I do believe you should be very respectful and respect the Zed. Unlike Mr. Steal Your Goal, who's just going to steal a goal and bring this back to within 2 points as we hit the midway mark here in the round.
Look.
You going to fight me on this?
No, I'm stalling to try to think of something to say in response because I got nothing. Z-Mark across, Banana Man. Long shot, hits a 3. They're up by 5. They want a third round here. As Banana Man gets a beautiful goal.
Yeah. Really good quick counterattack. Like, that was quick. They got the disc. They had a couple of long passes, and they found themselves with a 3. Very, very good response there coming in from Awaken as they're looking to maintain that 2-point lead, right? You don't want to let it fall to a 1 score. You don't want to let it fall to a 1 score lead if at all possible, right? You got to keep that cushion so you can keep trading back and forth for as long as you need. And here we go, coming in. Oh, the bounce shot. No, Code Blue. Where did Code Blue come from? Code Blue saving that one. Wow. Still 10-5.
That was clutch there for Awaken. The send up here. Z-Mark Zed-Mark not able to get the pick up there. King reluctantly. King across, Code Blue. Handles that one. Zed-Mark at the bow tie. Will be instead be here to King. King go over to Mark. I'm going to call him Mark. There's a Code Blue shot there. Hits it for the 2. They're up by 7.
Mr. Steel Eagle getting a hand on it, but it wasn't quite enough to keep it out. And score's starting to open up here. Awaken starting to pull away with it. And what was a very close opening has since become kind of Awaken slowly but surely. Pushing this one away and out of reach. That now is 7-point lead with 3:33 left on the clock. It is going to be now moving up Flare. They are going to misconnect on that pass, and that's not going to be helping them out because there's that defensive stack from Awaken. Oh, but they can't hold on to it. A pass coming in, that's going to be a little off target. And those little off targets are starting to add up and are starting to hurt them. As back here they come now. It is going to be Awaken with a stack with all the time in the world. Code Blue puts them up 9.
14-5. Awaken. Have awakened. That's such low hanging fruit. I'm
if you don't
disappointed
take
in
it, who
myself.
will? Who will?
Nobody should.
Like,
Nobody,
I know I have my pride, but someone still needs to do it.
No, the low hanging fruit is for the animals. That works on so many levels. That works on so many levels.
It does.
Wow.
Totally on accident. King does not have a lane, though they have a 3v1 developing. Though that stack gets in, they have a 3v3 now. Kitty City says puns. Yes. Z-Mark, welcome to the show. That's like half of our jokes.
Have you never watched a VRML cast before?
No, that was their first time chat. No, they haven't. Or they maybe have, but that's their first time chat. Welcome to the show, Kitty. We're happy to have you. And if you enjoy puns, I bet you're expecting one. I don't have one. I don't. So, Aldwin. Look at me this way. I'm a disappointment. Mr. Silvio goal, sending it through. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa! Ow! Big stop in the goal. Mr. Studio goal steals that. Was that him or was that Aldwin? I didn't quite get it. Could have even been Shepard. I don't know who got that stop, but somebody got a big stop there. Minute 42 on the clock here in the second. 11-point lead currently to Awaken as they get possession back on the far side. A minute and a half to maybe get a third big stop. 11-point differential. It's a minimum of what? 4 goals? So yeah, there's still a little bit of time. I don't know if that's practical at this point. Offbeat.
No, definitely not. Oh, almost getting that one on target with a little slap backwards. But that is going to be picked up by Zed-Mark on the line. Cleared all the way out. And it's going to be King picking up down below. At this point, you're just killing time. You know it's a win regardless. Might as well send it across to Zed-Mark to put a capital Z on this game. And put this to sleep. Zed-Mark leading all players in scoring right now with 13 points. Extending that to 18-5. And Awaken has really, they have woken up. And then it looks like they've got themselves in a groove here. And barring some drastic change from Flare, I really don't see how they're going to be able to shake this up enough for Awaken to not come out here and win that third round.
Also, like in the chat says, if you enjoy puns, you're in for some puns.
I don't think rhymes are puns.
Look, it was just fun. Okay? we're into fun here. As an 11-point lead to finish us off. Awaken, we'll take round 2. We will go to a third round in our final game on this very special Horizon Worlds broadcast. Is it our third round? Wow, this has been a very interesting evening. As we're gonna send it off to the one, the only. Why is this blank? Why is this blank?
Yeah.
Oh, blank. What's up?
Can I walk out of here? Offbeat, you're on. I'm just gonna walk out at this point. I cannot tolerate the puns. I am not a pun person. That
was a pun.
Most I can say about this round is that it kind of flip-flopped from round 1, and now everything Awaken is doing wrong. Now Flare's doing everything Flare's doing right. Now Awaken's doing right. It's flip-flop, like I said. It is 1 point difference on the ladder, so you do expect to see games like this where they do go into round 3. It only makes sense. But also gonna lead on the puns for 1 second. The person who said puns there, that's actually my girlfriend, and she makes way too many of them. I'm gonna be honest. She's a total pun freak, and I have to deal with it constantly. So don't
Might
make me
have to watch
feel
out
it here
for
at work.
Mr. Steelio Pun Lover. Mr. Dimwee here.
No. Dimwee and Palador. Offbeat, you can't make a pun to save your life. Let's be honest. Oh, we do get a timeout. That means I get to talk to you
Look,
longer.
I
That means
can't do
can
puns
talk about
either.
the
My
round.
puns are always on accident. Let's be real.
I've noticed that. I've noticed that.
I had to explain to my girlfriend that because she's like, how can you find yourself to be so funny? Because I don't think I'm actually that funny. It's that I don't know what I'm about to say when I start speaking. So whatever comes out is as foreign to me as whoever's around me. So you know what I mean? So like if somebody says something funny, you laugh. Same thing. If whatever pops out of my mouth is funny, I will laugh at it if I think it's funny because I don't know what's coming.
That's most males. Just a tip for everybody. That's most males right there. We just don't understand what's going to come out of our mouths until it's already said. But it's usually funny. Usually.
So if you're wondering why you can see all of our faces right now, just to inform everybody what's going on. Sorry, Blank. Excuse me. Sorry. That's
hilarious, Dimwee. Hilarious
that's fun.
stuff.
But no, we have a timeout situation here in this intermission, which is allowed. You can extend intermission to what is the rule? I actually forgot.
5 minutes.
I was even there when we made it. 5 minutes.
Well, 4
yeah.
minutes, and then there's a 1 minute pause.
Interesting. So yeah, it's so they can extend. And that's not a timeout. That's it's an intermission extension. And it's the result of the fact that the max you can set the intermission is 1 minute. So we said way back when we realized that we weren't going to get that any longer, like we weren't going to get it from Rad to be any longer. We said optionally, if you want a longer intermission, you can extend it up to 5 minutes.
It's
So
a rule
that's
the
why that rule
moderator.
exists.
It's a rule the moderators made to mess with the casting schedules.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
confirm we did it just to spite all the casters. And then most of
Were you even playing the game? Yeah, when we made that rule.
I don't even know when the rule was made. So
I'm trying to think back. When was that rule made?
Pause came in like
What-
season 3,
Well, this is the intermission.
but it
The
came
inter-
it came when we added when pause got added to the game instead of reset.
Yeah. Well, so that would have been. Well, that was like season 1 or 2.
No,
I can actually look this up.
It was
Y'all
3.
talk. I'm gonna find out exactly when pauses got added to the game. So
I
just
should
give me
probably-
1 minute. I will find it.
I should probably do my job then and actually talk about statistics and fancy stuff. Anyway, so going statistics wise and possession time is sitting at a decently even 45 shots taken heavily in favor of Awaken here, 65%. Going down to stuns, 94 stuns for Flare, 82 for Awaken. That's just insane to me. And then if you look at just personal points, assists, blah, blah, blah. I do like what I'm seeing here on Awaken for assists. You have Z-Mark with 1, Banana with 2, Code Blue with 3, and then King with 4. I like the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing. That makes me happy. And then Z-Mark and Banana, both, I'm not going to say heavily carrying, but carrying on the point side things. 13 for Z-Mark, 11 for Banana. We got unpause, then we get a repause. How wonderful was that?
The
I thought-
unpause,
I
the
thought I
unpause
got
from
out
one
of it.
team and the pause from the other.
I thought I got out of it for a second there. I have to keep talking. Saves are going to be 3 for Z-Mark. Code Blue is going to sit there with 2. So and it's 3 and 2 for Flair as well. Mr. Seal, you go having 3, and Shepard having 2 there. So decently even all around here with the assists and the save wise. Even steals are decently even. Awaken only having 1 more steal than Flair has. Stuns are, quite a bit lower on Awaken side than they are on Flare side. However, King is sitting there with 30 stuns, so that's insane. And we do get a player switching teams here, presumably talk about and figure out what is going on. Didn't we have you found it yet?
Yeah, actually, I thought it was much longer ago, but in fact, season 4 is when they introduced pauses to the game.
I knew it. I've been playing a lot from them.
Yeah, dude, I really thought this was an old rule. I thought it went back to like season 1.
No, I've
Way
been
off. My bad.
for season 2. I played off season of season 1 and then started season 2.
Really?
Yes,
Interesting. Learned something the other day. I did not know that. But we are actually. Oh, we started. We're back. We're
did
back
it.
in the game here. Look at this. First possession, first touch, Awaken. But it's Flynn there for Flair. Since this went back and 15 seconds off the clock. I wonder if what happened if maybe Awaken was trying to extend it further and Flair was like, actually, can't. Because you can't. It's 5 minutes max, like, period. You can't double up there on both sides. As now King there with it. Or Awaken was just not ready. And maybe they use, so I guess technically they use their timeout. Although I'm not a mod, I'm a caster right now. As Mr. Steelio goal there on the far side. We'll heave this one in. We'll be above that player. And takes a bounce there, but in the hands of Shepard. There it is. 3 points to start us off, 43 seconds in.
Yeah, all the time in the world there. No one really able to get back in time from Awaken. And pro tip, if you are trying to extend your time on Scream and Stream and get as much screen time as you possibly can here on venues and on cast, don't use your timeouts during the intermission because the people just see our floating heads and highlights. If you want to be on cam, you gotta take your timeouts during the game, and then our cameraman may or may not choose to circle the camera around you and spy on you. So if that's what they were going for, they did it very poorly. But as is, we're just happy to be back in the game here. Still, waiting on that second goal. We got the 3-0. Looking to see if we can get answered here, but no, nothing really coming together for Awaken yet. They were kind of bubbling around the edge there, trying to get themselves set up, but it's not going to connect. Mr. Celio Goal with the disc is going to send this across the field, flipping it to Flynn. Flynn is going to send it back across. As back and forth they go, tormenting that stack, going back and forth until eventually they're into the offensive zone, and they'll get themselves set up with a reset.
And Flynn back across. Mr. Steelio goal. Attacked by that stack. But waits till the final moment to get that one set away. But it's off the stacks there. King picks it up, sends it out. Oh, all the bodies. A shot off the post, however. 2 minutes off the clock. Awaken are still scoreless here in the third round. Steelio goal sends that one up there to Flynn in that far side too. Flynn, long shot. Hits it. 6-point lead to Flair.
Flynn. What a shot from distance. Excellent. And you'd think they were doing that all game. We're here in the third round, a couple of high-scoring rounds, and that is Flynn's first score of the game. And what a mark it is to have made. 2.5 minutes in, they've now extended that to a 6-point lead. And I was just saying at the end of the last round, like, wow, Awaken really, they've seemed so fully in control there. Must have been the long extended timeout because something seems to have changed here as Awaken so far been shut out. Zedmark, that's not going to work. Trying to get the fadeaway pass. Mr. Steelio goal with one stun and almost getting the other one in Code Blue, but rather Code Blue is going to get that one passed down and will be Awaken. Holding possession here, bouncing around, trying to find a break. Oh, that is a good bounce shot. Code Blue is going to put that one in, bouncing around all the defenders. And there we go. Finally on the board, cutting that lead to 3.
Yeah, it took them a little bit. In fact, 3 minutes off the clock before they got that first goal, but still very much in this game are Awaken. Also, to Malik in chat, I got one of those new microwave fireplaces. I sat in front of it for 5 minutes all night. It's Mr. Studio Goal. We'll walk this one up. Though he has a bit of room, a bit of time. His teammates are nearby. He's also not getting pressured. There's a pressure. There's a stun. Disc is loose. Will be collected and scooped away. I would figure he's into that sort of humor. Given the jokes, the jokes he's telling in chat, as Flynn brings it in for the 2, and will put their team back up by up by 5. Up by 5.
Up by 5. Okay. At the risk of ruining it by asking for jokes to be explained, can you elaborate on a microwave fireplace?
Yeah,
I feel like most microwaves aren't supposed to be on fire.
I got a microwave fireplace. I sat in front of it for 5 minutes all night. It's a joke from when microwaves were newer. They cook your food faster.
Maybe I'm just too young for this joke.
It's what's his name? The couch guy from that movie. Anyways, I just forgot Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright joke. King looking to bring this one in. Hits it for a 2. They're back with a 3. He also wrote the joke. I was driving on the interstate the other day. I saw something that said next rest area 26 miles. I said, people around here must get really tired.
There we go.
Look.
Malik, though, in the chat saying...
Some people are cultured and some aren't.
At the end of the day, some people are cultured and some aren't, right? Exactly. As it is going to be Flair here. Now, moving up the disc, they've got that lead down to 3. Mr. Steele, disc with a lot of time, fakes the first shot, takes the second one, and hey, they're up by, they've extended their lead back to 5. They're holding that fairly consistently, right? They got themselves up by 6, and they're keeping that distance. They're not letting Awaken get too close, and they've just got to do that for another 440.
I mean, on the other hand, you have different fingers. As King, with Code Blue, will send this one out. They'll dribble. No, they send it to Mark. They'll send that one in. You can groan all you want. It's hilarious. Steele on the far side gets this one turned over. Loses it, though, to Code Blue. Then gets it back. And they'll heave this one in. Taking a bounce there, and now set up for the 3. But Code Blue gets there in time. And slaps that one out of the bubble. 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd. 5-point lead currently to Flair. As Banana Man has it on the far side. A little activity there, but we'll get this one set up here to the near side.
Yeah, it's going to be picked up. Oh, King losing that in the corner, though. An awkward bounce, and Mr. Steele goal is going to get that one. Get a good bounce off the ceiling. Dump it into the bubble. Leech coming in here from Mr. Steele goal. Not enough to get to the disc, because... you know, there were a lot of Awaken players here, and Awaken coming in with a stack are going to force loose disc, but not able to collect it here. As it is still going to be Flair picking this one up, clearing in, seeing if they can be first to it, but they're not able to. King with a good shield there to get around Shepard, but here's the entire rest of the Flair team moving in. Mr. Steel Eagle gonna take that shot, dinging just wide of Code Blue, making a save. Second attempt, Code Blue! Sound the alarms, hit as a Code Blue! Wow! Couple amazing stops on the back end, keeping them in this game.
Absolutely phenomenal there. Big send up here, but in the hands of Alduin sends it back out. King taking a shot. That one goes low. 3 minutes still remaining in this game. Mark with it up to Code Blue to Banana Man, who puts it in. They stop it on the one side. They put it in on the other. They're back within 3.
3 minutes to get 3 points. Can it be done? I don't know if I've ever seen a comeback this big in VRML before, but hey, I think 3 points can be done. And if you believe, people watching the venues, if you believe, I'm sure that Awaken could somehow pull this off. It is going to be Alduin coming out here, send it to the tunnel. We got a stack applying some pressure there from Awaken, but doing a good job to keep that away is Flair. It's over to Flynn now. Flynn moving in with some space on the ceiling. Recognizes the stacks coming in, makes the pass, avoiding the intercept attempt. And they're doing a good job of moving the disc here, right? Quick, good, crisp passes just when they need to, and in comes Flynn, extending that lead to 5, keeping them 2 scores away. Yes, Newton. As Newton said on the side.
Was that a hot mic or not? No, okay. So, yes, it was in like Flynn. As 5-point lead, King handling this one. 2 minutes for Awaken. It was 3 points, now it's 5. Mark sending us one up. Opportunity Code Blue, looking at a 1v1. What's a 1v2? Sends it back. That is a wise decision, but Shepard will still get that stop and sends it out. Looking for that near side tube, and then the near side trap. Instead, Flynn recovers it. Flynn, though, gives it away there to Mark. Mark back in the hands of Flynn. No, gets by that back line. Banana Man, open lane. Banana Man takes a shot. Oh, goes wide. That was a desperate goal right there. They don't connect on it. It will be collected by Shepard on the far side.
Yeah, clock is the enemy now, picked up by Code Blue. Code Blue signing across, but no, very good read by Mr. Steal Your Goal, literally stealing their goal, and looking to see if they could get a counterattack. No, it's not going to happen. It's fine. I'm pretty sure Flair is just playing it safe right now, making sure they have that goalie back on the back line. But here comes Code Blue. Code Blue, oh, that's knocked out of the hands? No, Code Blue throws the disc, isn't quite able to connect, and time running out now, as it is going to be Flair clearing that into the offensive zone. And yeah, why not put it in? Aldween gonna put the final nail in the coffin here. Flair just keeping up the good, consistent play, and they've locked it. They're gonna take this one in 3.
Yeah, only time enough for 2 more goals max. And it is a 3-goal differential here. 8-point lead to Flair. It's 2 threes and a 2. At minimum. There's King here to mark on the near side. 30 seconds to go in this game. Banana Man takes a shot. King will put it in for the 2. We'll have time for maybe one more.
And what a one more it will be, I am sure. 20 seconds left on the clock. We'll be coming out the tunnel with about 8 seconds on the clock. Not much time for any real comebacks to happen, but hey, it's been a good close couple of rounds here. We got a couple of good 3-round games this night. Even, you know, we had some like blowouts in rounds just for teams to come back and say, hey, we're not out of this yet. Case in point, King taking a final shot. That one's not gonna fall. Final score is gonna be 15-9 for Flair. Blank, how have the sidelines been treating you? Nice, I hope?
Oh, you know, with this last round, it was definitely a, what's the word I'm looking for? Cannot
Drawing
find.
a blank?
And with that, we are. It was fun. It was the last round was fun. That's all I'm gonna say. 15-9, decently close still. I think that's only what 6-point difference, if my math is correct. And that wasn't. Thank you. My math has been on point all night, and I will be taking all compliments for that. But it was decently close from beginning to end, and we did get 3 round 3s tonight, so that was awesome.
Yes, it was. So yeah, I guess if anything else offbeat you want to get out before we close out this evening. This was a good show, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was had a great evening, but like any good drink, casting Echo Arena, the more you do it, the more nonsensical it becomes. And thank you everyone for sticking it out with us as we had some fun here tonight on stream, and hopefully you had some fun too, because for us it's always fun to come out here and cast some Echo Arena, especially when we've got some good games, right? We had a number of games going around 3, a lot of excellent, close, exciting matches, ton of fun. And there is still much more to come as Season 6 continues onward, full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead indeed. In fact, look out for, we got the Challenger Cup coming up literally this coming weekend, as we're into the off week now. No matches this week, Challenger Cup next week, and then during the Challenger Cup, you're going to start hearing about what we're calling VRML Fall Fest. We have 6 weekends of major tournaments from 3 different leagues, starting in October and ending with VRML Finals. Watch out for that. We got some cool stuff coming. A lot of cool stuff in the works. So we are going to get going here this evening. Thank you everybody for joining us in Horizon Worlds. We're on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, Geek.gg maybe. And we're going to get out of here. So I've been Matsud, and that was Offbeat. That was sign your name here. Blank. And Newton Dash.
You're hitting me with all these point blank puns. I'm not enjoying it.
It's just tonight.
I can make tonight.
It's just tonight. We're gonna also Newton Dash on the cameras all evening. We thank you very much for joining us. You all have a safe one, and we'll see you tomorrow or whenever.
VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.